ain't see us coming till we hopped up on the stage. Now the fan base jumping like we dunking NBA.
You gonna talk about the hood?
Now I got something else to say. Intellectual convo, sprinkled with some game.
This shit sounds serious.
That ain't every day. Plus Peasy got them jokes. You know that nigga always playing.
Who's the white boy?
That's Nyce, yo, homie a G. He from the hood, plus he speak like he got a degree.
What's up with XL?
The guard, he a battling beast. Supreme knowledge and equality to round up the team. 4 dudes from the dirt with our eyes on the goal. Took coal, applied pressure, and made it a diamond throne.
Cause he said because he
Ultimate Warrior.
Because he
shit.
died. Nah, it means something different.
Oh, does it?
He died and came back, so he spawned.
That's what that means? See what I'm saying?
He died in real life. He got shot and he was dead on the table and came back to life. So he got his fate.
Like
That's
to that type
yep,
shit.
spawn.
That's kind of tough though. I ain't even mad at him.
Airplay went out.
I'm Gucci on the
See,
camera.
this
I was
might
like,
not
yo,
be
would you
good,
do
yo.
that shit again, Day? He was like, fuck no.
No, I'm saying like where I'm sitting.
I was like, would you touch
Where
your
I'm
face
sitting,
again?
I'm-
He was like, hell no. He was like, I was crying like a bitch. I was like,
Yo,
I bet
just
you
try
was.
to keep the you know what I mean? The
I ain't
mics
doing
right in
shit,
front of
bro.
you, man.
I'm tired of your shit, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man, because
Nah, don't tell
he's
me
like
nothing.
this.
bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Don't tell me nothing, man.
So we're gonna start off with the
Damn,
why can't men
man,
open up
I'm
Nah,
type
we
shit.
gonna start off with me and Nyce beefing. That's
All
how
right,
we about to
so-
start.
Then we're
this
gonna
shit.
go into why
Let's start
can't men
off
show
with
each other
beef.
love.
You know what I'm saying?
We go right into that.
So how
That's what I was trying to tell you, bro.
How you keep it
does
cultural?
Like that. Look, you see, it
Yeah,
don't
don't do
look,
that again.
bro.
Yo, but I shouldn't have this shit in my mouth.
No, but
Hey, yo.
you should though.
Nah,
you ever
bro,
really
how
watch
you keep it
$1 million
close?
worth of game, bro?
Finish the way.
How you keep
Do
it
you ever
close?
really, yo,
Yo,
really,
but sometimes
if you watch $1 million worth of
when I watch
game,
most
you'll be
podcasts,
like,
Nah, Rui was demonstrating
Listen,
how to keep the mic close.
it
so
be
I
in the
was just,
vicinity. They don't should be down their throat.
was
I feel like I gotta
Nah,
be
but
like,
it
yo,
gotta
you know what I'm
be-
saying?
you don't-
Focus
you don't-
on me,
You know
man,
what I'm
yo.
saying?
Nah, that's what
I'm
I'm
just trying
saying.
to find out what's going on.
Make a
here.
fist.
you don't
Supposed
have
be
to
a
be
fist
up
away.
on it, but it's good to keep it at least right
A
here.
fist
So,
away.
because look, when you're right here, you just chatting, it's good, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The moment you start going away from here and it's background noise. You
Yeah,
hear it, but
fist
it's
away.
background. You talking like this, and as soon as you talking, boom. But when you are right here, it sounds
Yeah.
1,000
It's just
times
the vibration
different.
goes.
Honestly, we got the best seats in the house because we don't got to turn. They got to turn when they talk
Yeah,
to
but
us.
your mic still. If I was you, I would pick your mic up a little bit more and put it more in front of your mouth, bro. Pause.
Raise it.
Yo, bro.
I'm just saying, your shit.
Hey, yo.
I'm just being honest with you,
Hey,
bro.
yo. I don't want to
Being
say that
honest with
again.
you, dog.
I don't want to say raise it ever again. That was filthy.
Yo, the other day was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was filthy. Raise it was. I apologize. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Nah, you know,
Yeah.
it's not.
Raise
It's
it
the-
is crazy.
You know what it is? It's this. This got to be even. So, because these mics are a little heavy. Every mic stand that I use with these, bro, if it's too far forward, no matter what, it always goes low. It always goes low. The ones that we had. Nah, you pushing the wrong thing, dog.
Production.
This one, bro.
Production.
This one, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you, this shit is loose.
Push this.
Listen, bro. I
You
know.
just loosened
I,
it. That's why.
No, motherfucker, I didn't. I'm trying to tighten it.
It's,
I know that this is what moves us up and down. I'm talking. Look at this.
no, I said this, bro. Pull this back.
Oh yeah, we definitely
We don't have
starting
even
off
left.
with
I'm
beefing.
talking about that.
What you talking
I'm
about?
talking about this, motherfucker.
We definitely starting off with
twist
them
that.
fighting.
Oh, for
That's
real?
what- yeah, twist
Damn, yo,
that,
you
dog.
mad smart, son. I would have never figured that
wicked
shit out.
smart. If you from Boston, you gotta
Wicked
say
smart.
wicked smart.
Wicked smart kid.
Yeah, wicked smart.
This, right?
Bring it up a little bit. Use both hands.
That's what Rose was doing.
No, you can't play with it like that. My shit hard. Pause.
Yo,
Shit
come
stiff.
on, come on.
I say-
He just said my
Rose over
shit.
here like, yeah, you should slip.
Yo, we're going down the wrong road. We're going down a terrible
He's
road
like,
right
yo,
now.
mama.
Rui's a walking violation.
This
bro, we
shit,
going
this
down-
shit got real sweet
Bro,
fast.
That's how I was fucking with
You
her.
lead niggas astray,
Yeah.
bro. Come on, man. It get crazy
I'm
real
scared
quick.
to touch this motherfucker.
Yo.
Yeah, can you adjust this shit, please?
Yeah. That's you gotta use the correct.
That's cool, man.
Can you
Nah, you
adjust
good,
this,
bro.
please?
What's that? What kind of gun is that?
Oh yeah, word. Oh, we
X.
recording? Yeah, that's what ASAP was doing, man. He was in there knocking them, putting them babies.
Type of him was that, y'all?
It was an ASAP hammer.
Well,
Different type of hammer.
pause.
Word.
This just get wicked.
He gotta have something because she on him and he on.
You rat bastard.
Nigga drinking that, eating that. Sea moss every morning. Right?
Sea moss, word.
That shit work.
I definitely.
That shit work.
Work what?
He said ASAP must be on something. I said sea moss. Nigga eating that sea moss every morning. That's how you got them kids. Nigga ain't playing with that girl.
Speaking of
I ain't,
kid,
never, I ain't never eat sea moss. I bet you Peasy ain't either. Nigga. We out here dropping them.
what?
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Sea moss.
Kids.
Yeah, left and right, but I eat sea moss though. I
Now
fuck
you
with-
do now.
Yeah.
You ain't got no youngins.
No, hell no.
That's what I'm saying. You been
My soldiers march, bro.
You know what I mean?
to the pussy we go.
Yeah.
To the pussy
Yeah.
we go.
My
Shit's
soldiers
crazy.
definitely march. Yeah,
It's crazy. My shit's be floating.
I ain't never had a kid on
Is
acid.
it-
I ain't never had a kid on
The
acid.
craziest shit ever.
It's definitely wherever the female chromosome is. That shit heavy in my joint.
That
boy.
nigga said my shit be floating.
That's why I
But
said
you
my
had kids on accident or purposely? Like
I was just fucking. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
See me, I was shooting club. I shoot the club up. It's on purpose.
I was just fucking. I'd
And
come to
every
the,
time I
I'd come
did
to the
it, pretty
crib and
much I
Shorty
done
be
had a
like,
kid, yo.
be sitting there crying. I'm pregnant again. I'd be like, God damn, all right, we good. Fuck, here's what it is.
See, it ain't just that simple with me. I'm like, what you want to do? Well, what do you want to do? I'm glad you asked.
Oh, trust me, man. I know Commonwealth Ave and the Attleboro spot. I frequented there before in my past life.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? But when I was with baby moms, we had a few together. My first baby mother. So after the first one, I was like, fuck it, we gonna keep it going. We gonna keep it going. She didn't believe in abortion anyway, so I was just like,
We here.
we here.
Oh, see.
So you gonna
Yeah,
keep it
I
going?
spun it on a shorty one time who tried to say.
Other shorties though, I
think
was
she
like, nah,
lying
I ain't having
anyway,
one with you.
but she was trying to play me, and I was just like, I spun it on her like, yeah, you know, I'm not ready for that, and I don't really think you ready for that right now. It's probably not a good idea, but it's your body. Do what you want to do.
You know what I'm saying?
And then she was like, well, can you give me the money for the abortion? I was like, oh, nah, I don't even
No, bitch. You got Mass Health? That shit is free. You're not playing me.
No, she said, you know, they said it was only so many times you could go for free.
Bitch, how many times did
Oh,
he?
she was.
Listen, once Shorty was like, nah, I can't
She's
get
a
it for free.
killer.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. When she said I can't get it for free, I was
Jeffrey
like,
Dahmer.
oh,
Who?
man.
You are wildin'. You are a killer.
I was like, oh, man. All right, yo.
What?
This-
You a murderer.
This shorty got
Michael
mad
Myers
fucking
in
baby
this
spirits
motherfucker.
looking down on her.
Bunch of her
He
kids.
says,
Bitch, you ruined my life, bitch.
Red
I
Bull
didn't get a
gets
chance
wings.
in life because of you, bitch.
And so don't the abortion clinic.
hey, yo. Hey, yo.
You know what kills me though? Have you ever been to the abortion killer? You got the people, the protesters that be outside. They out there faithfully every day. Dog, you will walk up in there. One time I walked up in there.
I'll be mad as hell at him. Fuck
Yo,
is you doing?
my first baby mother on the breakup, I got her pregnant again. I ain't gonna hold you. She probably don't watch the show anyway, so if I relay the information, it is what it is. And she was like 6 months in. So after a certain time, you gotta do the seaweed sticks, bro. So it's a 2-day procedure. So you go in there one day, they put like some sticks in her, and then you gotta come baby the next day and they take the baby out type shit. It's like some weird shit like that.
Oh, that's.
It's a very painful process. Shout out to her, man, because she went through some shit fucking with me. But like I said, I got her pregnant on the way out. We wasn't even together. The second day we went in, we walked in the spot on Comm Ave. Protesters, nigga, hit me and her up with the crazy douse of holy water. Wah! Just started spraying us with this shit.
I would have wowed out.
You're a baby killer. You have options. I'm like, dog, I was ready to fight.
You should have been like, I do have
security,
options.
security, there's security on one side and then there's them on the corner. Security kind of like grabbed us and pulled us up in the spot and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that spot to go, I sound like a piece of shit because I've been to this building too many times. But if you go to the spot on Comm Ave, there's like a 2-door process to get in there. It's mad secure, bro. It's like going into Fort Knox. They got, like, what's the shit in jail they called? The Sally Ports.
Yeah.
It's like a Sally Port just to get inside the motherfucking, the Yamin, the clinic. You gotta go through one door, then there's another door, you sit there, you gotta wait for one door to close, the other door opens up, you come type shit. It's crazy, dog. Motherfuckers be going up in there trying to shoot at the,
Yeah, shooting it up.
they treat that shit like Fort Knox.
You shooting up the club, they shooting up the clinic.
Shooting up the clinic, B.
Dog, and then you sit in the waiting room. You sit in the waiting room with other dudes looking at them. And it's like, damn, nigga, you a baby killer too, huh? Yeah, man.
I don't feel nothing about that, no baby
know what I
killer
mean?
shit. I'd be sitting there cooling like, yo, you talked her into doing that shit too, huh?
It's a weird experience, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
I got no
It's a
remorse.
weird experience, bro.
For me, I wouldn't. I'd be more mad they outside fucking up my shit. Look, I'm trying to get her to take care of this motherfucker. You over here making her feel guilty. Chill out.
All right, relax.
You know what I'm saying? Look, chill
You're
out.
doing a lot.
Fucking it
Slow
up.
it down.
Yeah,
Some picket signs.
Trying to
you know?
get through.
Yeah, you're messing it up. You messing up the plans. You know what I'm saying?
Slow it down.
It's a woman's choice, though. I never made a woman do it. They always said they wanted to do it, so I supported them in their decision. I never forced my hand and be like, yo, you need to do this. So they
Nah,
wanted
but
to
it's
do
your
it.
right to at least say what you want to suggest. Like
I told him I
say,
ain't really ready, but like, if you want to keep it, I can't prevent you from not, or
her,
you know what I mean. So I
I
never
just
was
said
like the one.
I just said I wasn't. That's not what I wanted to do at the moment. I was just like, yo, I'm not doing that. I just don't want to do that right now. So I hope that, I mean, she took that into consideration. And I really didn't want to tell her like I didn't want you to be the mother of my kid. So I just kind of spun it on her like, yo, you know, I don't really think you're in that in a position right now to have a kid neither. And she was like, you know, you might be right. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, the clinic gonna cost like $500. And I was like, oh nah, I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, you should do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And the timing was a little suspicious with me too. So, I mean, but like I said, it was
I
ultimately
don't be
a female
blunt with that, but I
decision.
just be like, yo, we're not ready.
It's definitely a female decision.
That's what I said. Like, you're really not ready for that.
I don't really feel like a man has no say in the shit. You can just voice your opinion, but you don't really got no say in the shit.
Yeah, her body, her choice.
It's a simple conversation for me, really. I tell dudes, bro, I don't believe I really have a say, so I just got to understand the risk I'm taking before I go into this. You know what I'm saying? And if it just so happens for whatever reason, condom break or something like that, you get pregnant, well, you know what I'm saying? That's the risk I took. Ultimately, the decision's on her. I can
Nice
accept
got me
that.
thinking, though, because, like, maybe not my baby mother, this other shorty I was dealing with.
Flashback right now.
I think we went twice, and I'm starting to
triggered.
think maybe she was unsure if it was mine or not, now that I think about that shit.
You triggered right now?
She was too willing to go. She's too willing to go. Now I
Think
think about that shit.
She that willing to go.
I'm thinking about that shit. That bitch might have been on some funny shit.
right now.
He gonna
Man.
call tonight. You
She's like, yeah, we ain't keeping this.
Stinking bitch.
We ain't keeping this. She told me after she made the appointment. Yeah, the appointment's in 2 weeks. We gotta go in the morning. You all right? You ready? I'm like, all right. I'm like, damn, I ain't got no say.
She already had that shit
She
set.
already said, I'm
she
sitting there
had
thinking
that
about
thing.
this shit. Like, bitch, you might not have been sure if it was mine or not. That's why you was so.
She had both y'all niggas paid.
Word.
And she
No,
was on
first
Mass
of all,
House.
she's the one who hit me onto the Mass House shit. I'm like, this bitch is a professional. She's a
Hitman.
fucking serial killer.
Mercenary.
Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer in the flesh.
Mercenary.
Wow.
I know a few.
But yeah, man.
I know a few.
Yo, man. I'm gonna try to be polite, Los. If you ain't got no mic, man.
Can
What's
you
the
please
question?
refrain from talking?
What's the question? Yeah. You gotta deal with it.
You a dad.
You gotta deal with it.
There's no say.
It's just, I
up to
tell
her,
dudes,
man.
my thing is, if, all right, so
woman's
what he
choice,
said
bro.
was, if you don't want it, but she keeps it, what do you do, right? Basically, because but my thing is, it's too late for that, dog. You're a father, so you could take the coward, you have options. You could take the coward way out, or you could man up.
Yeah.
There's only two options.
take me to court,
He
bitch.
said, but what if you want to keep it and she doesn't?
It's her body, her choice.
Her
bro.
body, her
Right.
choice. You
do
just
that.
don't-
This is
you-
why I tell dudes, if I was you, just accept the fact that it's her choice. And accept that, right? Before you get to clapping and everything else, bro. Accept that. So then you know that if something was to happen, you got her pregnant, or whether it was on accident or whatever, and you want to have the kid, you already accepted the fact that it's her choice. So as much as you might want to have this kid, bro, it's her choice, bro. So just, you got to really accept that. And I'm personally, I take the stance that a man has no say over a woman's body, bro. That's just the stance I take. I keep it simple for myself. I have no say over her body, and I accept the fact that she has the final decision on whatever she wants to do. Like, I'm not gonna, I can voice where I'm at with it, but she has control over her body, her choice, and that, I'm cool with that. I'm 100% okay with that for me. You know what I mean?
No.
The baby don't have a choice, but at the end of the day, I have a
No.
choice. If the baby comes into the world,
No.
I have a choice to do one or two things. I can either
No.
take care of this child and be a father to this child, or I could take the coward way out. So there's
the
really
ba-
only two choices,
Baby
bro.
out of choice? No.
Legend, GOAT, my idol,
Who? The what?
Patrice O'Neal. Just rental, it is.
Okay. But can a baby make a conscious decision? No. So it doesn't have a choice.
Right.
It Los, you fucked that up. Patrice
That's
made
what the
that shit
choice
sound
is.
way more funnier.
That's what the choice is, man. A conscious decision.
I'm not with that, bro.
But yeah, her body, her choice, fellas.
That's the first time I ever heard
Pay
somebody make
attention. Don't be
Patrice O'Neal
shooting
sound
up clubs
serious
and all
shit.
that, because you know what I mean. You could be dealing with some shit for 18 years that you don't want to, crazy lady. So be careful with the club you shoot up. Yeah. All clubs ain't good clubs. Might look good on the outside.
Yeah, wear a fucking condom, B. I'm a true
I'm
believer
about
in
to say
condoms,
sometimes
man.
you just
Strap
motherfucker,
it
you
up,
gotta
man.
stay
Not
home.
all boxes is
It's
meant to
not
go
always
in.
good to go out to the club.
Yeah,
God.
sometimes you gotta
just
stay in
gotta
the
stay
crib.
home.
Yeah.
Some of y'all stay in the crib, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to go outside in the rain, but you got to put that raincoat on with
Listen,
them
man.
galoshes, man. Just make sure you stay dry out here. You know what I
The
mean?
shit you
Like,
say no to sometimes will save your life.
and I don't want to hear, oh, dog, we was in the moment. Like, I've been told shorties mad times. Like, yo, I'm
never-
going to run to the store real quick. Stay right there.
That, though.
You know what I
Or
mean?
in the moment, or I didn't mean to. What do you mean you didn't mean
Me
to?
too. Like, you know what you're doing, bro.
There's never been a time where I just
And women,
didn't mean to shoot the club up. I definitely just
and
made
women
a
need to be
decision.
accountable
Just said,
too,
fuck
though.
it.
But women
Yeah,
need to
you
be
said,
accountable
fuck
too,
it,
because you know that man's running up in you raw, and you know you got multiple men running up in you raw, and ain't nothing for you to say like, yo, chill, can you go get something? Like, we grown, yo. I don't
But I'm
want
fuck with her. Fuck what type of time she on. That's what type of time
Time
I'm
you
on.
on, word.
Kid, what type of time you
both
on.
gotta be responsible at the end of the day. That's all
I'll
I'm
take
saying.
note if I was with a female. I would take note if I was with a female and she didn't ask me if I had a condom. I'm taking note because I'm gonna be like, oh, she let dudes
see-
take it down, no condom.
Word.
You know
See,
what I'm
that
saying?
goes back to the-
because I know I ain't special. But why are you special about me? What's special about me? Or maybe she think I'm special, but the majority of the time that's not what it is.
No, that goes back
Shorties
to
be
the
reckless. That's what it be.
No, but
That goes
dudes be
back to-
gassed off that though.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Nah, she don't let everybody, but she was gonna
Yes,
let
yeah,
me do
please.
it."
No,
Like
it goes back to
stupid
the,
shit.
I
Just
think
like
the
you
total
believe
opposite.
when you
One
when
at a time,
she
one at a
when-
time.
look
Go
looks like you
together.
believe when dudes be believing when a shorty be like, "Oh, that was the best I ever had." Okay, yeah, all right. You believe that, dog? She's just stroking your ego, dog. It might be true, but chances are she's stroking your ego. Bro.
Gas you up.
It goes back to what I said in the first episode about women being emotional and momentary. If you make them feel good, they'll do whatever you want in the moment. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna stop, and they're not gonna stop the moment of feeling good. Their whole shit is about feeling good and feeling love. So if you can make them feel like that,
Instant
they're not
gratification.
gonna stop and be like, "Wait, my nigga, stop all the love." You gotta be on your A game whenever you dealing with them, because at the end of the day, as long as you make them feel good, you can get a woman to run through a wall. They'll do it.
Yeah, but at the same time, some of these females just don't value their health, bro. They just letting dudes run up in that shit.
makes them
raw,
feel
you
good.
know what I'm
Talk
saying?
that shit,
But it
Nyce.
ain't even about making them feel good. They just really nasty, dirty. Like some females is nasty, dirty. Like it ain't just a man finessing her. Like, oh, you
Nah,
finesse
I
me
didn't say
so
that.
well. But no, I'm just saying. But it's not always about that. Like there's really just some nasty, dirty men and women out there that
Niggas
just
is
that,
just as nasty.
No, I
man.
think
niggas
dudes
is
is worse.
dirtbags.
In my opinion, dudes are worse. But you know, there's some dirty women out there too.
Yeah,
That's
for
just
sure.
hey, you know, and you know it. You know
Some
what I'm saying?
motherfuckers like dirt. Some
Because
people
bro, when
feel
you come
good
upon
in
a
the mud.
shorty and her shit ain't smelling right, bro. Like usually she got multiple joints running up in her without, you know what I'm saying, that thing on, man.
Hey,
So,
listen, man.
you know,
Some
that's
people like the mud, man.
Fuck all that. Like I said, I be wary. If a shorty let me, we ain't dealing like that. We just started fucking with each other. She don't mind me going raw. I'm gonna look at her kind of funny. I'm gonna be skeptical. Like, damn, how many other motherfuckers?
at
you
my age now.
yeah, how many other motherfuckers you go let?
Mm-hmm.
You let them do that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, there's no conversation there. It's just like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
be responsible for yourself, bitch. We grown. Like, there's all types of shit that can happen. You
Or
know
you
what I mean?
could just settle down.
Not just disease.
You
It could
could
be
just
shit.
chill.
You
and
just settle. If
stay
you
at
don't
home.
like using condoms, just settle
Stay
the
at
fuck
home.
down.
That part
Go
too.
get you a
That
girlfriend.
part too.
Yeah, go get your girlfriend
know
or
what
wife,
the fuck to
you know what I mean? And just have fun.
It took me 40-something years to understand that.
Dudes that I know that don't like using them, I'm like, bro, you just you're a brave individual, dog. Because you like Eddie Murphy said, many a nights, bro.
Many a
You
nights.
will
Yeah. Put
crap
that shit on
out.
that crap table, boy.
Yeah.
You will crap out at some point, dog, and you'll be looking in the mirror every day, shaking your head when you get some shit you can't get rid of, dog. I'm telling you, don't.
We also gonna take
Hey,
into the
man.
fact Eddie was talking that shit in the early 80s when like sex was just like an open wild market, man. My mother told me like the 70s and shit was like wild, man.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was like free for all.
Yeah,
Fucking
but nobody because back in them days there wasn't nothing that you really couldn't get rid of except for like the herpes was the only thing you couldn't really get rid of. But then once like other shit came around, it was
kicked
like
off in the 80s.
Yeah,
yeah,
kicked
it's
off.
like it's like oh shit, it's a new ball game now.
and it was like AIDS was not really like too much knowledge about it then, so motherfuckers was dying.
They
right
thord only
after-
gay people had it.
Yeah, word.
Remember?
Remember that?
They only gay people had that shit. Now it's to the
And it
point
came
where you
from
can have
monkeys
it.
and shit like that. Yeah.
But listen, now it's to the point where you can have it. They got medicine now where you can't
Yeah,
even
you'd
give
be
it to
good.
somebody.
Somebody else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Shorties be having babies
Yeah, yeah,
undetectable.
and the kid is born without it. Yeah.
yeah, bro. That shit get. That was
Yeah, that shit got ill.
a conversation. got
Anyway,
over,
man, I'm Chapo 38.
I'm Peasy.
and I'm nice.
I'm Excel, you know what it is.
Driving down path.
Hey,
Hey,
back.
Los is on it.
Los is on it.
is on it right there. That's right, Los. That's what we're talking.
Can y'all
about.
please stop talking
That's
about
why
this
we
shit? You're gonna
pay.
get us
That's why
canceled.
we
Los
pay.
is ready to
Since
go.
we talking about fucking off subject, how many of y'all circumcised? Show your hands.
Hey, yo.
Nigga, what the
It's
fuck?
just mad weird, but all right.
Weirdo shit
Pause, I'm
was
not
that?
doing
Yo,
that.
I'm
man,
trying to set it
weird,
off.
man.
Take off, man.
I'm not doing that. Well, I don't know why we need to
Y'all
make
are
the
Cape
world.
Verdean. I know y'all got some
I
anteaters
know
over
we're
there.
not making the world
Yeah.
privy to that information, man. I don't
Nah.
think they need to know
All
that.
right, damn, man. Y'all just want to give a shout out to my mom for looking out, for giving me that Dark Vader. I love you.
No, this
I
nigga
fucking love you.
Sick,
You understand me?
sick man, right
Y'all here. The rest of you motherfuckers gotta flip that buffing cap back blue. Sorry.
Sanitary issues.
Sorry about
You
y'all.
give it to BV every time. bro.
Muffin cap back
A lot of
blue.
schmegma going on there and shit. Make sure you clean that shit, yo. God damn.
I didn't know that was a real. That's a real term.
You a BV pirate. Every time you.
I just want to throw that out there, okay? Shout out to moms, Dark Vader. I love you.
Yeah,
Get
definitely.
me right.
Crazy. It's a wild.
Cut it out, Pete.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it in the first 5 minutes, so we straight.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. We good.
All right. All right.
We're gonna get in.
all right.
We get into these topics.
Yeah, where we going
Yeah.
with this? Where we going?
T.I.
with this,
Boosie,
man?
you
Where
want to
we
set it
going
off with that?
T.I. Boosie topic.
Yeah, we can set it
Yeah, we
off.
could set it off with that.
set it off with T.I.
We could definitely
Boosie.
set
That
it off
sounds-
with that.
that's
So
it.
basically, what Boosie was doing an album with T.I. And now all of a sudden he heard T.I. say on a podcast or whatever he was on, said that he told on his dead cousin. Was it about the guns? It was the shit with the guns?
About
or?
the guns. He said he
Okay.
basically, I don't know if it was the situation where his cousin got killed leaving the show. Was it that situation?
I
Exactly.
believe so.
So he basically said that he had a charge, and then I guess he said he talked to his cousin. I'm assuming he meant that he talked to his cousin in spirit, and he said it was okay to use his name.
His
in
cousin
court.
came to him in a dream.
Yeah, same way people say they talk to God, no different.
No different, right? So I guess that's what he did, and then it helped him beat the charge or whatever. So Boosie just got wind of that, and he was on Vlad, and he on Vlad's like, "No, that's snitching." You know how Boosie be going off. You know what I'm saying? And then that started a whole string of things. They had a joint album coming out together too as well.
And
He said he's not putting an album
They're
on.
not putting the
yeah.
album out now.
then T.I. was on. He went somewhere with his paperwork showing it.
Trap
Like a
Cafe.
paperwork
T.I.
party.
owns
He said it's at a paperwork party, right?
He had a paperwork party. T.I. just opened up a club in Atlanta called Trap Cafe.
But how y'all feel about it though? Like
He did it.
you looking at 20 years for some guns, and your lawyer say to you, or whoever told him, somebody must, because he didn't come up with the idea. Somebody that knew some type of legal loophole must have presented the idea to him. Yo, you know you could blame this shit on your dead cousin, and you ain't got to do this 20 years. Nobody else got to do the 20 years, and you could go home. What?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Is it honorable, street code wise?
Street code wise, yeah, it's honorable.
I think it is.
I don't see nothing wrong with it
Right.
at all. Listen, nigga, tell on me. If I'm gone,
Yeah,
listen,
and I can help you from
Yeah,
doing
I
some
can help you
time.
from
Yeah,
doing some
word.
time.
Right.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with it at
Right.
all. My only thing is I just think this shit's fucking hilarious because niggas act like all of a sudden because of this interview that they just found out that T.I. was a snitch.
Right.
That nigga was on 1-800 Crime Stoppers.
He was
talking
out,
about-
yeah, definitely
talking
violation for
about,
that.
Tip, whatever the code was tips.
No, if you have tips on
Yo,
crimes,
yeah.
call this number.
If
Right?
you do the research on that, though, that was a community service.
matter
thing he
what
had
it
to do.
was, he should've
Yeah, I
did that.
understand, but I'm
Fuck.
just saying, I'm telling you, that's why you had to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
look,
didn't have to.
He didn't
do
have
it.
to
No,
do
he
it,
didn't
right.
have to do it, but he chose to do it, right? That's
Right.
number one. Number two, he took the stand, right? And a trial in the Midwest, I forget if it was Indiana or
Cincinnati, it's the same shit we talking about.
yeah, all right. So that's number two, right?
That's where his cousin got killed at,
All
Cincinnati.
right. So that's
for
number
long.
2. And number 3, you're a convicted felon, caught a federal case. You got caught with mad guns and silencers.
Big joints. too.
Silences is 15 years minimum mandatory, right? So he supposedly put it on his bodyguard, said, "Oh, They was buying the guns. I didn't know what they was doing with them. It was for my security. They asked me for the money.
Say
Blah blah
lined
blah.
them up.
Well,
Right,
check this
right,
out.
right.
All that shit sounds good,
Right.
But
but they was in your house,
charged with them.
and you're still a felon, and you got convicted. So you was still in, whether you were in actual possession, which means you actually had them on you, or you was in constructive possession, which means that they were somewhere that you can get access to them, and you knew that they were there regardless. He knew they were there. You're not getting a year for that, bro. There's no way. The points. The points in the federal system don't add up. You
work
got
like
priors, bro, and you got caught. There's silences, bro. There's 15 years minimum mandatory,
I
dog.
don't think they was in his house though, Chops. I think he
They
met
were
dude.
in his house.
I thought they
in
met
his
dude in the
crib.
parking lot. I thought he met him in the
No,
parking
that's
lot.
where they caught him, but the other Blicks was
Yeah,
definitely
Oh,
in the
got
house.
you, got you,
Yeah,
got you,
they
got
had
you,
some
got
in
you.
his- yeah, they caught him on the
Bro,
way.
you're getting
He had
enhancements
army guns.
for fucking. You're getting enhancements just for the how many guns you had. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And the type of guns he had. Like
Big
he didn't
shit.
have like no little bullshit, bro. So he's getting all types of enhancements all across the board, dog. If we looked at the federal sentencing guidelines, there's no way that he's only getting a year, and he got a year, bro. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing you could tell me that makes me think that he's not
You
a
ain't
rat.
cooperating.
I don't need to see paperwork for something like that, bro. And I'm not like my rule is this: if something don't add up, God bless you, do your best, whatever. But I'm gonna stay the fuck away from you.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
As far as I look
100%.
at it, he's no good in my eyes. And the fact that Boosie was gonna do an album, I don't know why it took that interview for him to automatically be like,
Yeah.
oh, like, yo, nah, that's some snitch shit when
He knew about the testifying
niggas
shit at
already
court,
knew
too.
about all the other shit, bro.
Not just the shit. I wasn't hip to the shit about him testifying at court. I never really paid attention to that. The shit I saw him testifying at court about his cousin getting killed or whatever,
Yeah.
and saying them bullets was meant for me, the car was following us, and next thing I know, I heard gunshots and all of that. I don't care if you directly pointed dude out or didn't do that. That's just too much talking for me.
Right.
That's just too much talking for me, bro.
right.
You did not have to take the stand and say that, bro. You did not have to take
At
that
all.
stand and say that, bro. You weren't the one being charged with nothing. You
were a
was getting
victim.
bombed on, bro. You didn't have to take the stand and say that shit. So,
I'll tell you.
for me, it was just like that right there. When I learned about that, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like if I was the one that caught the body and he was one of the people that testified, I definitely would have been like, well, yup, he's a rat. And the other person that said too much, well, he's a rat, because you all contributed. The bottom line is this. I don't know if dude got convicted or not, but if he did, you know what I'm saying, you contributed to that conviction, and that to me is right. And if you contribute to the conviction, and I mean, it's right. And
Even if he
there's no way
didn't-
around
even
it,
if he
bro.
didn't
No, I'm
contribute
saying,
to the
but no, I was
conviction.
going
Even
to
if
touch
he
on that
didn't-
next. I was
yeah.
going to touch on that next, and that's why I was going to clarify. Even if you didn't, right, it just means that the DA's case fell apart at some point, and therefore they had to get rid of it, or something fell apart where they couldn't convict him. But it doesn't negate what the fuck you still did.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't negate what you did. Now, I seen people trying to talk about my son, because my son made a video about T.I. and the Crime Stoppers shit, right? Back in the day, he made a video about that saying T.I.'s a rat. And I agree with that. And then now he's making a video about the situation with T.I.
He's in
supposed to be
compliance with
telling
it.
on his dead cousin. And people are like, oh, you contradicting yourself. No, he's not. What he's saying is, in this situation right here, this
did
is
some
some
rat
ratting
shit.
shit. Now, even though I still think he's a rat. But if we're talking about this situation, but it just happens to be an example of T.I., who I do think is a rat, you know what I'm saying? But this specific situation is not rat.
Agreed.
Right? I agreed with that. And what got me mad is people's like, oh, he said one thing. He's like, yo, you can't differentiate between what he was trying to say. This isn't rocket science, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's just using the example. T.I. just happens to be the example. You understand? But what he was basically saying, and I agreed with this, and this is one of the immediate reasons why I was like, hold on, this ain't no rat and shit. It's stupid. It's stupid. Dudes are failing to differentiate between what's honorable and what's foolish as fuck, okay? There's honorable things to do, and then there's things that are just completely stupid. To sit in jail for 20 years for some shit that you could have got out on where nobody else had to go do any time, nobody serving time, bro. Nobody at all, okay? You could have got out. What I looked at it was like T.I.'s lawyer or somebody found a loophole in the system, and T.I. took advantage of that shit, even though he's saying he didn't do it. But we're speaking as if he did, and these are the circumstances of anybody that may have done it or in them circumstances. Dog, that's not snitching. That's way different. That's way different. And this is the one thing that I respect about my son when he says, yo, the streets are so fucked up nowadays. This is exactly why it's better to just leave the streets alone. Because y'all don't know how to use common sense. You don't know how to use common sense. There's nothing honorable about sitting in jail for 20 years when you could have got out of jail for free and nobody else had to do that time, bro. There's nothing honorable about that.
Yeah, I think like I was gonna agree with Chops. Like if it took that interview for you to realize that T.I. was ratting, he was on 1-800 Crime Stoppers, yo. Like that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Nyce on the streets is fucked up, but the streets is fucked up because they give a lot of niggas credit that shouldn't be. They call niggas real niggas for things that you don't need, like just because you let your gun go, that don't make you a real nigga. A lot of niggas in the street was the niggas that had 6 classmates in their class. If you know what I'm saying. Resource room kids. Kids like
Small
that
bus kids.
weren't small short bus kids. They weren't the smartest dudes. So at the end of the day, like that situation, nah, he's not a rat. But this situation, the Crime Stoppers and all the talking, taking a stand, yeah. But him telling on his cousin, like, listen, man, any of my homies, I'm dead and gone. You can use my name. Have at it.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to put that out there. If I'm gone and you could put something on me, go ahead. You could put that shit on me.
Even same here.
Yep.
Absolutely. Some street shit. Some street shit. You could put that on me.
Even with your girl, you got 3. You're all my homies. You got 3 of those on me, on the house.
I just think that people use
Facts, though.
use that snitch card too loosely. Period.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like yo, a dude can get locked up right now and bail out, and motherfuckers will call him a rat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they think ain't tough or ain't really built for the streets. Remember how a few episodes ago you was talking about like dudes that be getting money and you would expect this dude to rap. You know what I'm saying? So those people dudes that would expect to be a rat, motherfuckers be like, yo, he's telling because he caught a case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where like this whole new culture when as soon as you catch a case, if you bail out or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or if you felt like he wasn't a real enough dude, he's ratting, like that shit's just crazy to me, bro, because I'm from the era of paperwork is everything. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to see a nigga on the stand, or like somebody that got told on can tell you, yo, that nigga told on me. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only 3 things in that I can think of right now off the top that can make me say, yo, this nigga's telling. Now, there are red flags.
Yeah.
And how I handle red flags is, yo,
Keep my distance.
I'm gonna keep my distance from you. I don't know if he good. I don't know if he bad. Shit looks a little suspect to me, so I'm gonna fall the fuck back. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, but to throw that jacket on motherfuckers out here, like that shit is just wild crazy to me, because you're really just destroying somebody's character over shit that you don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not cool, bro. Like at all.
I will say this. I think that times have changed a little bit where you can't just go off paperwork anymore. You can't just go off of, well, he took the stand on me. I feel like times have changed, because I truly believe that they'll let you work for them, bro, and they may not put you on paperwork, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it doesn't give you the right to throw that jacket on somebody, but you have to know that, and you have to be smart enough to be like, yo, look, I'm not going to throw that jacket on him, but I feel like something might be a little funny, so I'm going to keep my distance, bro, because that shit just look a little funny.
There's
to me,
nothing
you know
wrong
what
with
I'm
that.
saying?
There's nothing wrong
But
with
don't go around, because the reason why you don't go around saying that shit is because, number one, if the person isn't that, then you out of pocket. But number two, you know what I'm saying, the person really might not be that, and you might not know who you throwing that jacket on, dog. And I'm telling you, you gonna be in for some, when they see you, bro, it's gonna be a problem. So, be careful who you throw that jacket on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Chop said it best. Y'all dudes really do throw that word around way too loosely, bro. You know what I mean? And the dudes that kill me with that shit is the dudes that don't even be out there in the streets or doing any of that. You dudes kill me the most though. Like this one's that, or he's a rat, or this is like you
Niggas from
dudes
the
be speaking
burbs
on
and
shit
shit.
that.
Yeah.
That's what social media created, though. A bunch of trollers,
definitely.
man. Street trollers at that.
All right, when we-
Speaking on street
yeah,
politics.
Social media created that.
Trollers,
Absolutely.
100%.
It gave everybody a voice.
I just think this shit's funny because just kind of like what you were saying, be like motherfuckers that ain't never been to jail, all of a sudden they're experts on the law. Motherfuckers that really be around rats, like known rats, but they be talking about this nigga over here that didn't rat, but because this nigga is getting a bag, or because this nigga, you know, busts his gun or got a mean knuckle game, you gonna give this man a pass. You know what I'm saying? You gonna look past that shit and still hang with the nigga, smoke blunts with the nigga, dap nigga up, you know, fuck bitches with him, whatever. But this nigga over here, because he might not be as aggressive or as wild or whatever, or you think you can get away with throwing that shit on without having any repercussions, it's fine for you to fuck up this nigga's name, but you running with this rat ass nigga. That shit gets under my fucking skin.
cowardly.
Because I done had mad
cowardly,
niggas
bro.
like be like, yo, you don't fuck with such and such or blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, yeah, yo, that nigga's no good. And I'll see a nigga in the car with him smoking a blunt with him a week later.
For sure.
I'd be like, yo, like,
shit.
niggas is goofy as shit, bro.
Goofy as fuck,
Mad
bro.
goofy, dog.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
nigga, like, what type of shit is that? And it'd be like, yo, like, and it'd be like OG niggas, and it's just like, yo, like, this shit's just fuck, nigga. That's why I'm retired. Fuck this shit. On dogs. Because these niggas is weird.
Yo, but that's what my
Niggas is
son.
weird as shit.
That's
bro.
why.
Yo,
Niggas
if they
value-
doing shit like that, Joe Chop, stay in the OG, though. They
Niggas
on
value
some
the
old
wrong-
head shit. They old head. They in
Yeah.
the OG.
Oh yeah, they value the wrong thing as real niggas, like you said, because the nigga busts his gun, nigga got a knuckle game, he's a real nigga. No, he's not. He's just capable of violence. That's it. That doesn't make him real. That doesn't make him.
Never
that just
did.
means he is capable of inflicting violence.
The shooter always been the crash dummy in my book.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, man. Like even for me,
Yeah.
I'm not
Unless they was profiting off of it, but that's a whole nother podcast.
Nah, so all right, so I gotta disagree with you. I don't. So if you just shooting just to shoot,
Yeah.
or to get a name for yourself, then yeah, that's crash.
That's
dummy
crash dummy shit. Yeah.
But sometimes,
Yo, we been around motherfuckers like that though.
no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes there's people out there that just only respect violence. And
That
in
part
this
too.
game,
Right.
sometimes you gotta
But
bring
they
violence.
use that violence in a beneficial way. It's helping them make some sort of profit in life. You know what I mean? It adds on to what they doing out here in that world, in that street life.
I know.
Some motherfuckers is doing shit just for the sake of doing it. They ain't getting no money,
Want
no
their
But
nothing.
name
that's,
in the
see,
ring.
that's what I was about to say. So you got niggas that just
Those are the ones I'm
that
talking
just
about.
love violence.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to get no money, none of that
Yeah.
shit. They just like violence.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
capable
saying?
of violence.
And I honestly, me personally, I don't respect that shit either. I mean, I respect you for being who you are.
That
you know
part.
what I'm saying? Like if that's what you do, that's what you
I don't
do.
care if you
But
ever touched a gun in your life. If you being
Like-
who you are, I respect the fuck out of you.
I just look at it, if you out here risking your life every day, bro, do it to get a bag. Don't do it to just for violence for the name. You know what I'm saying? But there's good niggas out here that solid niggas, loyal niggas, all the way through and respect the game for what it is. And you know what I'm saying? I salute them niggas regardless. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, so look, you say, let's clarify it though. People say you don't see T.I. That specific situation with his cousin as ratting, right? So what is the definition of, your definition at least, of a rat?
My definition of a rat is somebody that told on somebody else that could have or did lead to a conviction, period. So they could have or did.
Yeah, just because they didn't, they had
Yeah.
intentions on
Yeah,
doing that shit.
but whatever information you gave could have led to somebody being convicted. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's my definition of a rat. And a nigga don't necessarily got to go to jail because there's niggas that told and they might not have had enough evidence to lock that man up. But
That's what I was saying.
But
So it
nigga,
doesn't,
you
it doesn't,
told.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because I know niggas like that. I didn't see paperwork on
right.
niggas and niggas and told on shootings, but they didn't have
It
enough.
doesn't remove their intentions.
Yeah,
So I don't give
like,
a fuck what
nigga,
you said.
you
What you did
told.
get, that's what I was trying to clarify.
Yeah.
Like, people would say, somebody didn't get convicted, but it doesn't matter. If they cooperate, right? They have full intentions on putting somebody in jail, bro. That's why they doing what they're doing, bro. Because their intentions are to lock somebody up. Now, whether the DA had a foolproof case or not is irrelevant. Because if you had intentions on putting somebody in prison, bro, you know what I mean? You are a rat. If you couldn't handle your own consequences and you tried to make somebody else deal with the consequences because of your shit, you are a rat. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what had me saying with T.I.'s situation, I was like, yo, this is not ratting, dog. I don't care what dude say, it's not ratting. It's not. And I feel like a lot of the people I saw talking about the shit, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like maybe my perspective's different because I've been to prison, or Chops, you've been in the feds around people that doing 30 years life. I've been around dudes 25, 30 years. I've been around dudes that was locked up for 40-something years, you know what I'm saying? And the reality is different, bro, when you're around certain people and you go, damn, you know, I'm out here in this yard walking around, and at some point I did say, what if I was to never leave this motherfucker no more? Or what if I added on another 15 years to the time that I had, and I'm like, that's a long ass time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when you're sitting up in there, it's not about ratting, it's saying, yo, if I was able to pass that buck off, bro, and nobody had to go to prison for that shit, I'd be a fool to sit up in here with the rest of y'all for 15, 20 years. And I think a lot of dudes that was sitting in that yard with me would have said, you fucking right, you a fool. If you think that's some honorable shit, you better go home to your family. 15, 20 years go by, bro. People die, dog. Your mother, your father, your kids, anything can happen. That's a long fucking time, bro. To be sitting up here with us because you just want to be like, well, at least they ain't gonna call me a rat. But nobody did time for what you just did. Nobody did time. Nobody's in here. No nothing, bro. You didn't take anybody from their family. So it was like, for me, that's why I didn't really see that shit as ratting, bro. Right. And like I said, when you rap, it's the intentions. You have intentions on putting somebody in jail, bro. That's ratting for me. And that's if you're living a certain lifestyle. Like if you're not living a lifestyle, you're a citizen or something like that. You do this one's a rat. They're not a rat. They're living their everyday
from up the
life.
Block is supposed to call the police.
Right, exactly. Exactly. They have a fucking moral obligation to call the police on you.
The civilians, they didn't choose a certain code and ethics in life.
That's what I mean.
And just for all the people that speak on it that ain't never been to jail, never, like even for myself, I ain't did wild time and all that. You can't like speak on what you know. You know what I mean? Like don't be just putting shit on niggas that you don't know, man. So
free the jails, man.
I free the real ones.
Free the real ones.
Free the real
Free the
niggas.
real ones. Don't let that be. Free the real ones.
I got a long list, so I ain't gonna shout nobody out. I got a long list of good niggas.
Where we going?
Before you want to do the topic, the men topic?
Mind you want to be out here do time. Your bitch gonna be out here fucking. That means she ain't monogamous.
Hey,
So let's talk about monogamy.
let's talk about it.
Shit, that was
That was a good segue.
That was smooth.
Fire segue.
That was smooth.
Let's
I'm
talk
saying?
about it. What we talk? How you
I
feel
don't know.
about it?
Y'all brought it up. So let's go.
I don't know who brought that shit up. Somebody added that shit.
Is monogamy a thing? I didn't add, but we can talk about it.
If I know Chops, you added that?
No.
Who the fuck added monogamy?
We can talk about it. I didn't add it, but we can talk about it.
Well, I'm all for it. I'd rather be monogamous to promiscuous in this age of life. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I mean? I just, I had my fun. I'm just going to say it like that, being promiscuous and running around.
Yes, sir.
But, I'm at a point in life where I'm out here being the best version of myself, trying to be a one-woman man, and monogamy is a thing that I practice.
All right.
The last couple of years of my life, I ain't going to hold you. And
I
enjoy
know
it.
where that came from.
I don't know where this subject came from.
I know where that came from. Now that I think of who sent the video. It was you, P.
Yeah. What you
talking about?
You sent the video with Shorty that was talking that shit. Saying y'all be looking at men like it's cheating and all that. You said she be talking that shit.
Ali, Miss Ali, yeah.
Miss Ali, no, you said that.
Oh, you sent it?
No, I just
Nah,
know
P,
the
you
video.
sent
You
it.
sent it. I know who it is
P,
because
you
that
sent
video is
it.
old from like the 90s.
Yeah,
The old school shorty. Yeah,
Miss Ali. Yeah, so she's
The TikTok.
basically talking about women.
My fault, bro. See, I be
Women,
high.
where did you get the idea that your man, where did the idea of cheating come from?
Right.
Basically, what she's trying to say is monogamy itself, it's in human existence, is a new thing. It only been
introduced in
know what
our
y'all-
culture
I
within the
sent
last couple
Yeah,
of
you
years.
sent it?
Yeah. It only
Oh,
been
you sent it.
Yeah.
That's why I said I knew. I said,
Nah,
bro,
but I didn't know.
Why you throwing this shit on me?
I didn't
You
know
know
what it
what I'm
was.
saying?
I didn't,
I forgot.
I just
I didn't know.
And look at me being honorable. Yeah, I sent it.
No, it's all good. But
Yeah, he was like, I sent this. No, but I said off rip. If I know Chops, I'm like, Chops sent that.
now, she was
Because Chops get deep into that
She
shit.
was
So I'm
basically
like,
saying monogamy itself, the concept of monogamy is a fairly new topic in human existence. Like it's only been around for probably 400 or 500 years.
400, 500 years, couple hundred years,
And
yeah.
it's more for business than it is for love.
Right.
It's more for like marriage was a business.
Marriage was a thing because like people own land
Yeah,
and they
it's
had
more for
business.
business
so,
than-
so families would intersect with other families with marriage
right.
and they make one farm and turn into a
So
huge
she
farm
was
with
basically
multiple
saying like
farms.
women like the idea of somebody cheating, a man cheating because of whatever, like where'd you get that? Basically, she's questioning the whole premise. Where'd you learn that from? When there's basically she's an Afrocentric woman, so she's probably speaking to black women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
100%.
you're learning, because in Africa there's none of that.
There's no monogamy.
There is, but that's how tribes was built in Africa. Tribes was built like if a shorty got a husband and then she'll call her friend and and her friend got a man that beats her and does all that, she'll be like, leave him, come over here. My husband's good. That's how tribes was built. You understand what I'm saying? Humans are and we're the only animal. If you want to look out on animal level,
that practice.
we're the only animal. Us
We
and
are
like
animal. We're just
humpback
advanced
whales.
apes,
We're
bro.
the only ones that do that.
Because
Well, I don't know anybody else
no
who
other living creature gets married.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm just gonna say like this,
for
man.
business.
I don't see nothing wrong with having a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Bro, it's all a culture thing.
yeah, like that's
It is
like,
a culture thing.
I don't
Depending on
know.
what culture you were raised in, bro, it's how you gonna see it as something that's amoral or moral,
that's a
bro. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like it's people are like, oh, that's wrong. Well, it's wrong based on your culture because there's plenty of cultures out there that do that, and it's
Still,
not
to this day.
It's not
To this
immoral,
day.
bro. You know what I'm saying? And the women in those cultures are actually very happy and they value different things when they deal with a man. So
And that's a
It's
fact.
actually
And-
coming back, though. I believe
and
polygamy is about to be a thing in the future. I really see that coming back
Well, I
strong.
mean, like Excel said, right? Humans are the only animal. Well, this is let me just put this out there first. That's your belief, all right?
Right.
I agree because I do believe humans are just advanced apes, all right? We share fucking 98.5% DNA
Facts.
with a chimp, bro. So if you telling them
And we're
that's
less-
not,
we're less hairy.
I'm more related to a chimp than you know what I'm saying? Like,
And we're less
I don't
hairy,
know,
less
whatever.
Romanian chops.
You understand what I'm saying? So I agree with
Apes
that
on
shit.
concrete.
and a squirrel.
Yeah, whatever you want to say, bro. I'm just saying, if you're gonna tell me, listen, if you're gonna tell me I share 98.5% DNA with this animal, I'm gonna accept that I must be related
Get
to
to
this
that
fucking
animal
thing.
facts.
So
It's a
what Excel said was legit, right? Humans seem to be the only animal that practices monogamy, right? And it is that what it seems to at least suggest, if you take this stance, is that it's not natural. Other animals do not practice that. So once you know where monogamy came from, you know the history of it, right? You understand that it's a cultural value, bro. It's a cultural value, bro. And there's other humans out there that don't share the same culture as you. And you have to understand that, you know, and what she was really saying was like, you know, y'all view it as cheating, right? Because you've been raised this way, but yeah, she's Afrocentric, so she's mainly speaking to black women. And she's saying, you know, in Africa, right, tribes and things of that nature, she was breaking down the history and saying, we didn't do that. But the fact is, most humans at a point in time didn't practice monogamy, bro. There was a ulterior motive for that at the end of the day. You have to understand
Like
where
most
it really
things,
came from.
Like most things, it was an ulterior motive, and I just like for the men and the women because polyandry is the same as polygamy. It's just on the women's side where they deal with multiple men. It doesn't promote promiscuity. Polygamy means you can have more than one woman if you can have as many women as you can take care of.
As you can provide.
As you can provide for, meaning you can house, pay their bills, you give them enough time, enough sex, they feel loved, all of that. If you can't deal with one woman, if you can't satisfy one woman totally, you can't have two. That's how that go.
I
And just in that law, you know what I mean?
So I look at it a little different, right?
Go ahead.
So I look at it like this, right? So hypothetically speaking, right? So I have a wife, right? Now, if I had a girlfriend or two girlfriends or two wives or whatever, right? I look at that as more income for the household. I look at that as
Laundry always being done.
less obligations for my wife to cook
Right.
or me to cook. You got help with kids. You don't gotta argue or fight about cheating anymore. Like I see so many different couples fighting about cheating. You don't gotta worry about that anymore.
That's like the two main things in most relationships: either finances or cheating.
Finances and
So
infidelity.
boom, like solved.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like there's more. I think it would be less stressful. Now women will probably argue like hell no. I want you to myself, and I'm not sharing with you sharing you with anybody. And I understand all that, but like.
It's because of the culture.
If they say that whatever the percentage is of men cheat, because women will tell you all men cheat, right? Well, you sharing a nigga anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
You might as well do it knowingly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she might be cool. You pick her.
Yeah,
to
my,
say.
You know what I'm
Pick
saying?
somebody you can gossip and kiki with all day, so it
Yeah.
make you feel good at home.
It's really cultural though, bro.
It's
Like
mad
let him
cultural.
sit down with a woman from another culture, right? That'll give her a different perspective, right? And let her see how happy and healthy this woman is, right? Compared to you. Compared to you. And you realize the only difference between you and her is y'all value different things. You so worried about where he's sticking his dick, and she's not worried about that. She's worried about, can he provide for her?
Right.
Can he take care of her emotionally, financially, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, physically and all. She's worried about those things. She has no concern about what he's doing with his private parts, right? Because she also knows that he's not out there just slanging it to any and everybody, that there's conditions
Finger
on
pop that, Los.
which women he can deal with. There's conditions on which women he can deal with, because there's rules to this shit. He can only deal with other women if he's able to provide for them. You understand
there's
what I'm
rules to the
saying?
game.
So these women she could be, like I said, come off as happier and more stress-free and healthier than you. And the only real difference is that you focus on things that she says is not important.
Right.
You focus on, she said, that's not important. You stressing over things that you would be a lot happier if you were like in my culture where we value things differently. And this is the real reason why you and I are on opposite sides of the spectrum right now. You're very unhappy, and I'm actually very happy.
Right.
And it's because of the cultural differences between you and I. You feel what I'm saying? So when we don't know about other cultures and things like that, it's like, of course you're gonna find a woman that's like, I'm not sharing my man and all of that. Okay, you're not sharing your man, but you're over here stressing over him every fucking day. Every time he leaves the house, you think he's slanging his joint to a female. Every time he walks out the house, he's going to the store, he's going to the gym. You don't really think he's going to the store. You don't really think he's going to the gym, and you don't. You think he's going to slang something real quick where he has 15 minutes of free time, and you think he already has it lined up somewhere that he can pull up, put a clock on,
Bitches
and
waiting
within
around the corner
15
with her
minutes,
legs open.
he mapped it all out. Right. He mapped it all out, right? I could crack you for 5-7 minutes, and by the time we're done getting dressed, that'll be about 3 minutes. And then I got 5 minutes to make it back home. You think you don't like that's how crazy you become. And the real difference is because it's your culture really making you think like that.
So I just want to add to what you said. If you spend more time, if you're spending more time worrying about that shit right there, you're really taking away from all the time that you really are getting to know your partner.
Facts.
To really understand them spiritually and mentally, really understanding their wants, what they like. You know what I'm saying? Like the real shit that really matters, that really builds relationships.
Yeah, that's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? And that's why you be like, you notice so many couples be breaking up, because most of the time motherfuckers don't really get to know their partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit, we live in microwave relationships. Like
Yeah, I
that shit be
feel-
like
that's a
instant
fact.
done, yo. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact. I feel like I agree with you, Chops. I feel like people spend a lot of time trying to possess somebody. You don't own anybody. You can't possess anybody. You know why? Because we all die. So all you can really do is experience people. And when your experience is done, let them go. My grandmother told me something a long time ago when I was on my possessive shit. She said, all right, you want to own that girl? So you want to be the only person in the world for the rest of your life responsible for entertaining her, making her laugh, making her smile, cooking her food. just you. You think you're gonna do that all by yourself? You're egotistical and arrogant, dude.
That's real.
It's not gonna happen, dude. It's gonna be other dudes that make her laugh. It's gonna be other people. If you think it's just gonna be you, get out your ego. You understand?
And you can be jealous or you can empathize with your significant other. And what I'm gonna say is jealous is, she's not only gonna find you attractive, bro. Right? Or you can empathize and say, I'm human too. I find other people attractive too. So why would I be mad at my girl?
Right.
She's only human.
I say that all the time, though.
Right? Or you can be jealous. Somebody can approach your girl.
You're naive as fuck if you think your woman doesn't think somebody else.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. You have to understand how to listen, dog. You have to
Yeah.
understand how to utilize certain emotions, bro.
Crazy.
You have to understand how to utilize certain emotions, bro. Right? No, for real.
Charles, cut the shit. Yeah.
No, look, man. Utilize your emotions properly, bro. Right?
Right.
Dude,
Emotional
we were
intelligence is
talking
real.
about it on the last episode. A man can step to your girl, and you could get jealous. Because of course there's all types of emotions going on: jealousy, anger, embarrassment, whatever. It all comes into play. All right, or you can empathize and be like,
bad,
look,
right? I know.
look, you don't know. Maybe your girl just gave birth, right? And what? You don't think that it made her feel good that somebody else thought she was beautiful?
Hell yeah.
Somebody else thought she was
Especially
beautiful.
after a baby.
So instead of getting jealous,
that little encouragement.
that's what I'm saying.
boost, the
Instead of
boost,
getting
yeah.
jealous, you can empathize with her because it made her feel good. If you just went through some shit, right, where you might feel like I'm not as handsome as I used to be, or I'm not in shape the way I used to be, and shorty's is hollering at you all the time, it will still build your confidence and make you feel good, right? So you can be jealous or you can empathize. You need to know how to exercise these emotions properly, bro. You understand? You don't have to take the route of being jealous, bro. You could, you know what I'm saying? You
I love
can
that
be
shit.
empathetic, bro.
That's
But that jealousy probably comes from some
think
sort of
what-
insecurity.
But I'm saying is,
somewhere.
it's like human, like understanding,
Humanize
bro.
it.
Yeah, humanize it,
Empathizing
fine,
is putting yourself in somebody else's shoes,
Shoes,
bro.
bro.
That's what I was
That's
about
it.
to say. Like me personally, like I love that shit. Like if my wife throw that shit on, and like you could tell when she feels like she
Right.
got that shit on. She got different attitude. Yo, I love that shit, bro. Like I love that confidence, that swagger, like that just feeling like your dopest self. Like I think that is like one of the best feelings in the world. Like we all do. You know what I'm saying? You know them times when you throw that shit on,
Yeah,
like
you-
Peasy. I be seeing you with your Christian Louis Vuitton
you be
hat on and
feeling
shit.
great.
Nigga be having that shit on with the little, you know what I mean?
feeling
Like,
great.
yeah, I got that shit on today. You know what I'm saying? And it's that
Only
shit.
on occasion. Don't
Like
step out
now-
like that on the
Yeah,
radio
you know
because
what I mean?
Nice,
I
you
gotta
had-
beat them off with a bat.
Nice,
You know
you
what I'm
had
saying?
said something that triggered like a memory because you know what I'm saying. Everybody know I do the battle rap shit. So one day we was at a hotel and I was with my man from Michigan, my man Ill Will. Shout out Ill Will. And he we were checking in, and there was an older lady up there, and he was just flirting with her, and I was like, but it wasn't like crazy. So I just asked him, like, yo, Will, why do you do that? He was like, yo, I make it my business to flirt with older ladies. I said, why? He said, because I'm probably the first person that complimented her in like years. How do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like I just make them feel good. Like I'm probably the first person in 6 months to be like, hey, you look nice today. You know what I'm saying? Or hey, you give them that boost. Like you ain't gonna be the only like. And then on top of that, do you want to be responsible for boosting every time? That's like I'm
It's a
gonna
lot of
keep it
work.
real.
It's a lot of work.
You being the only person to reassure somebody is mad work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I'm not doing it.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
But speaking of that, boosting and encouraging that, like, how about, brothers encouraging brothers, man?
Yeah, man.
Being them, emotionally in tune with, thy fellow man.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Listen, I ain't giving out no hugs, nigga.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I will say, if my man got that shit on, he looking nice today, I ain't gonna say handsome. I'll be like, yo, dog, that's a nice fit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but see,
Yeah, you look right,
You
bro.
look right today,
you know
bro.
what I'm
Yo, that
saying?
shit
I'm
fire.
talking about you look fly right now. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
it's a thing
And
that
the reason I say that is because, Michael B. Jordan and John Majors, they had a picture
right. Yeah, they took
displaying
pictures together.
a lot of emotion in the picture, and they got ridiculed for that.
Here's the thing. I think that men Why it's crazy that men, like when we show each other love, we do it like it's hard. But I don't know why it's so hard for us to do that. I think I tell people all the time, it starts from when you was a little boy. We raised like sociopaths. You fall and hurt yourself, motherfucker gonna tell you don't cry. Be tough. Be this. Be that. And then when you're a grown man and you meet a woman, it's like open up. You don't know how to. Because all my life I've been told, don't cry, don't show no emotions, don't. You understand what I'm saying? So, and especially with each other, we be so as far as men, we be so in competition with each other. And, he got the Yeezys on, I got to go get the next pair. And like, dog, they raise us to be like that. So it's like I seen the pictures. Whatever, dog. Like, whatever, man.
I like that though, man.
Yeah, I don't
I have no
mind it.
problem telling my brother that I love them, man. No bullshit.
Yeah,
Every time I
word.
speak to my man who's up the way, like, I love you. Every time I speak to one of my homies and I see them, and we greet each other goodbye, but like, yo, I love you, bro. Love you. You know what I'm saying? That's just because you my man. It's like
Quick
that.
and simple.
You know what I'm
love
saying?
you, bro. And then on
it's
top
a
of
genuine
that,
feeling. It's not, you know what I mean? It's because like, you never know you go out that door, I might never see
that
you
might be the
again.
last time I seen
You know
you.
what I'm saying? At least I got that off my chest to let you know how I
I
feel
don't be
about
saying
you.
that shit.
But
Yeah,
and-
you still got some shit you got to
Nah,
deal with
but
inside
you
there,
all
brother.
extra
I
tough.
think and on
I'm
top of
not
that
tough.
though,
I just grew up in it. Damn, can I say why the fuck? I
You
don't
still got some shit you got to deal
I
with,
want to
bro.
hear shit you
You
guys
know what I'm
say.
saying?
You still got some shit you got to deal with. That's
I
why
was
you,
gonna
that's
say
why you
why
can't
I'm
do it.
like that. Shit.
You want to hear that
He
shit?
gave you a whole therapy session.
He
So
hit
you
me
got-
off.
so
He
you
hit me
got-
off. He
so you
said,
got-
fucker, you just
He
extra
said you gotta
tough.
go to therapy, man. Fuck out.
I know why I'm like that. I was gonna say I grew up in a household where I didn't hear that shit often.
Right,
bro.
right. It's
You know
real
what I'm
though.
saying? Number one, my pops wasn't there. Number two, that meant my mom's had to work a lot of jobs and do what she had to do. So like my mother wasn't the most affectionate. I didn't get the hugs and the kisses and the random hugs and the random kisses and the random I love yous and things like that. It's just because
Yo,
my
me
mother
either,
had
though,
to pick
Fit.
up a lot of slack, and that I love you shit just wasn't thrown around in my house
Right.
like that, bro. So like I have, I don't know, it's kind of an uncomfortable thing for me to just be like, yo, I love you. Not with like my kids and stuff, but like my mans and shit. Like I don't just, I've had dudes like, yo, Nyce, I love you, dog. And I'd be like, yeah, that's what's up, bro. I respect
Why
it.
is
I
that
appreciate
though? Is it
it.
because some
I think it's
friendships
just
that
the way
burnt
I
you?
grew up. I think it's just the way I grew up.
Nah, because I grew up the same.
I'm about to say I grew up
way.
the same way, and I'm trying to understand why.
I don't know. I
think
I
it's-
can only speak for me. I think
Right, right.
personally for me, I think it's just the way I grew up.
It has to be some sort of moment in life that made you feel that way. That's what I'm trying to say, my G.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this,
But you
right?
probably need to
Me
heal
personally,
from.
Maybe.
If you was to die today, and I shed a tear for you, I ain't got no problem saying I love you.
Word.
There's dudes that like I didn't lost. There's dudes that like I ain't seen in years.
Word.
Like and like I wish that I can like just hang with them for a day or give them a hug, let them know I love them.
Word.
So that's why I did it. Cause honestly, like I didn't used to be like that. But yo, when I was sitting there doing all that time, bro, like it really, like I found myself on the phone, like, damn, I really miss my niggas, yo. Like I be on the phone with them and be like I really miss my niggas. Niggas used to be like, yo, like yo, I love you, dog. I'd be like, yo, I love you too, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's where honestly, that's where it really started for me. It started like on my last little stretch. And so then I was like, yo, when I came home, that's how I kept it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it all the time, but like sometimes like even when I like dap my nigga up and just be like, yo, like the hug be like it'd be like a little 3-second joint. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo,
A genuine hug.
yeah, like yo, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I really mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
It
man.
started for me
We
with
brothers, man.
It started for me with my boy Donnie. Like Donnie, he would just say it to me, like, I love you. I'm like, yo, what? Why? He's like, dog, cause I do, nigga. Like we been through this. You ain't never fold on me. You ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think that in some way we kind of interpret that shit as weakness, showing love, because we know the environments we come from, showing you can't show love to everybody. Showing love will get you clipped in certain instances. So we kind of be guarded with that shit. Like, nah, like I can't. But I think if somebody has proven themselves worthy of, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you're around the right people, especially men, if you're around the right men,
That's what it is.
they're gonna inspire you anyway to
Also
lift
dep-
you up.
also
Okay,
depends on the relationships
yo,
you
my
have with those
man's are
certain men
doing
in
it
your
like
life.
this. Okay, well, you might not even say nothing, right? I'm the type. I might watch you do something. You might not even make. It might be regular shit to you. But I might take that like, oh shit, Nyce did that like that. Let me implement that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Chops move like this. Let me. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you better as a man. So it's like, if that's happening, and then like you said, if it's like, yo, if this person left my life, I know I'd be hurt by the shit. I don't have no problem saying it, but I think it comes with age. I think it comes with death of the
Age
ego.
and the nature of the relationship you have with that
Yeah,
individual.
and then death of the ego too.
I definitely think the streets played a role in
of
the way that
If
I
you,
am.
if you had a lot of
That's
friendships
not-
that was
didn't
like
play a role.
funny money and they was always like wishy-washy, I kind of understand why you're not gonna
Yeah,
say I love you
facts.
to a lot of your mans and them. But if for like a person like me, I'm like on dogs, I've been around the same crew of niggas probably about 30 years. I ain't even gonna hold you since like teenage, and I still got a lot of them around me. We never really fought about nothing. We never played with each other's money. We never did no fuck shit to each other. So they like my brothers. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that's why I got no problem saying that I love them. And I genuinely care for them. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I can understand, well, if you grew up in situations and you ran around with a crew of niggas who's always playing with your life, basically, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it could be, money, feelings, whatever, woman, whatever. I can understand why you might not want to say I love you to them. Because that relationship's kind of wishy-washy. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I think it really starts in the house.
Yeah. Well, that part
I
is
grew up in a
well.
house where motherfuckers wasn't saying we love you to each other.
I had a
bro.
tough ass
I grew up
mother, man. My
like
mother
that
did
too.
not use that word heavy at all. You know what I'm saying? And she raised two big ass boys, and she was tough. You know what I'm saying? She kind of like raised us to be tough.
But I know people that
You know
grew
what
up
I'm
in a
saying?
household where like that they moms was real affectionate, always giving them hugs and I love yous and you know that was kind
Super
of
affectionate. I know what you
it
mean.
was a part of their household.
Right.
So it was a lot easier for them to say that, or it was easier for them to be more receptive when somebody says, you know what I'm saying, yo, I love you and shit. Like, yo, I love you too, bro. You know, I fucks with you.
Right.
Like when somebody say it to me, because I think I didn't hear it all the time growing up. And I don't want people to think I had a bad mom. That's not what it was. It was just that my circumstances were where they were. My mother had to work a lot, bro.
That's
She
a
wasn't
fact.
always there, bro. She had to work a lot. But what I'm saying is like I think that, so even when it's said to me, I'm not always like, hey, yo, I love you too. You feel what I'm saying? Something like, dude, like, yo, I love you, Nyce. Though, you know, I fuck with you. I'm like, yo, I appreciate it. That's what's popping, bro. Good luck, show. Like, and I should be like, you know, if it's somebody that is
Being
really
genuine
you know what I'm
with
saying?
you, yeah,
be
there's
like,
never always
I
been
should be able
genuine
to be
with
like, I love you too. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah, Chops, I love you. Go ahead, man. Say it.
I wasn't gonna say that.
shit,
I wasn't
bro.
gonna say
I was
that.
gonna
Yo, I
ask
love
you.
you, dog.
I was gonna
I
ask
know
you
you gonna say,
something.
dog.
I was gonna
Nah,
go ahead,
but
Chops. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you something after that.
Next time you're in that situation, right? Like, I'm not gonna say try and force yourself, but like try and punch through
Kinda, though.
that barrier and just
That
and,
uncomfortability.
yeah, and just and try and normalize it. And,
Yeah,
and
nah,
see
you're
where
right.
you get.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I like you too, bro.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying?
ask you.
See, we having a moment.
I thought you was
We
gonna fuck
having a
around and be like, yo,
moment,
bro,
man.
I
We
love
having
you,
a
bro.
moment,
I'm
man.
asking you. I just, I know.
We
Trust
got
me.
out the way,
Yo,
nigga.
gonna hit
We
me with
kicking
it.
down
Yo, we
doors,
broke down
nigga.
that barrier that
the
nice
wall.
with that. We
Yeah,
broke the
you know what
wall,
I'm saying?
nice. Word. Hey, yo, Nyce said he loved me, yo.
I'm gonna ask you this.
We going viral, nigga.
I ask you this, Nyce, because what you said just sparked something. So, do you think how you grew? Because I grew up the same way, and I had a problem for a long time dealing with this. So, do you think how you grew up made you feel because you didn't hear it from your parents? Do you think it made you feel unworthy of love? Like,
Oh
on the
nah, not for me personally. Like
I'm
I
just-
know,
you know what I'm saying?
I
I
know
know
my
some people,
mom,
like-
but there are some people I can
Yeah.
understand why somebody would feel like that. But I always knew my mother's always had her. See, I'm big on intentions, bro. My mother always had the best intentions.
Facts.
You understand? Of
course.
She just circumstances were what they were, and she had to do
She did the
what
best
she
with what
shouldn't
she
have had
had.
to
Right,
do.
right.
Had my father been there, so she had to pick up. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, she and also the way she was raised and things of that nature. And it comes down to if you knew better, sometimes you would do better, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You know what I'm saying? You could have good intentions, you just didn't know
didn't-
to do.
yeah,
you know,
do better.
better
Sure,
whatever.
I know all
so
about
like
that.
that's all
How
it was.
all
My
about
mom's
that.
like, but my mother. Don't get me wrong. My mother, look, man. I didn't go without, bro. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
so
saying?
that-
I
yeah,
didn't
she
go
showed
without,
it.
bro. My mother worked her ass off, bro. She had two twin boys, single moms, two twin boys. You know what I'm saying? Two twins at once.
Hot-headed.
Nobody to help her out.
High-headed twin
No,
boys.
but I
feel me?
definitely
That's
had to ask
two
because I know
crying
that-
babies at once,
Yeah.
like middle
that
of the
happened.
night. One's, you know, like that's women talk about I'm a single mother, and I feel y'all. It's hard being by yourself with one kid. Imagine a single mother with 2 kids at the same time. So I empathize crazy with my mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest about certain parts of the life where, you know.
Ask that because how I grew up with both my parents, but my pops was abusive. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand it until I got older. Like, my mother spent more time trying to protect me from him as opposed to loving on me. You know what I mean? If that makes any type of sense.
It does make sense. Of course it does.
She spent more time trying to, you know what I'm saying? So for a long time, even in my teenage years, I felt like if my moms ain't saying it, like, I ain't gonna get it from nobody else. But then as I grew, I'm like, oh, this is why this didn't happen, because she was doing this over here, so she was showing her love that way. You feel me? So that's why I asked you that, because that's something I struggled with in my own life. You feel me?
I just think that you people were raised different.
You people, here we go. Here we go.
Who's you people?
And we're off. What do you mean, you people?
I knew Nyce was gonna say that. What you mean, you?
We're gonna have to cancel you.
We have to cancel you?
What do you mean by you people?
Listen, man.
I'm about to call cancel culture.
You have to go cancel culture, man. Listen, man.
You know we in our feelings. You know everybody's in their, cancel culture in their feelings right now, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean by you people?
Yeah, I don't like that they trying to retroactively. All right, if you don't know,
Y'all about to say get a backdrop for the.
yeah, if you don't know, we hitting that.
Segue.
Yeah, the cancel culture is trying to make Ben Stiller apologize for Tropic Thunder, which if you ain't never seen that
Robert
movie,
Downey was the dude playing the dude that is the dude.
yeah, Robert Downey was an actor playing a black man, so they don't like that, and they're mad at Simple Jack too, which is Ben Stiller played a person with special needs.
But it's like
Robert Downey killed that role. I don't care what
Robert
anybody
Downey Jr. is an actor
He's
who was
phenomenal
playing an
actor.
actor who was
Phenomenal
playing
actor.
a black
Black
guy.
person.
And I'm gonna keep it real. As a black man, he didn't do a bad job. I wasn't.
He pulled it
mad
off.
at that.
He pulled it off.
So,
And, and the
did it right.
makeup artist did him justice. He looked black.
yeah, he did it right.
He got away with it.
He had me.
He got away with it. Look at him.
Tropic Thunder. I'm gonna keep.
I
it
got
real.
an uncle that looked just like that.
Tropic Thunder is probably for me. It's probably one of my favorite movies because when I seen it, it was just so ridiculous. Like I was like, dog, they are bugging. And Robert Downey Jr. He didn't do nothing offensive, and they had a black guy in the movie. So when he started wilding, they had a black dude there to check him right there. Like, bro, that's what the you people. What do you mean, you people? Like, man. I think it's just the new liberals the new generation trying to do the thing where they start retroactively canceling shit, but nobody was outraged at this movie, dog.
I just look at it like this, man.
It's a comedy.
So this is supposed to be the land of freedom of speech, right? Right. So I just don't understand how every time you freely speak or you freely do something, everybody wanna come for your head about whatever the fuck it is that you did. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But it's like, yo, if even if there was something wrong with that, like if that's how he feels or she feels, so what? Like,
I just thought it was funny. Like
it was like comedy.
For me, it was.
What are we doing?
That's all right. Look, I'm gonna give you an example what I used as.
That's
what I used as what I thought was funny.
That's why I'm pulling it up.
Let me say what I thought was funny. Right when I watched it, I just thought it was funny. The same way I watched White Chicks and was like, the Wayans brothers really was funny as shit. How they dressed up as white girls and really portrayed to be like some ditzy type of white women because it was a joke. But there are white women out there that are really like the way that they portrayed them to be.
I actually
and
seen
it
a white
wasn't
woman that looked
racist.
just like
it
one of
was
them.
just
No bullshit.
clowning and bringing humor and being funny, bro. Like, you gotta be super sensitive to watch that movie and get upset that the Wayans brothers did what they did. Like, I don't, me personally. So when I watched this movie, same thing. I thought it was just funny. And I was like, Robert Downey Jr., he did a great job playing the role he played.
Okay, I was just saying there's a point in this tweet that said a small minority of people get up in arms about simple stuff, and all of a sudden they're trying to make people apologize for it. Yeah. If you do it, they win. It now gives them more power to keep doing it.
Now listen,
you know what I'm saying? So
the movie here's the thing. If you watch that movie's about satire. It's really making fun of actors. Because if you look at it, They have different. They got the rapper that's not
satire
really a good
comedy.
actor, but he's a rapper, so they throw him in the movie. They got the actor that's a fiend, Jack Black. He plays a
Black.
fiend. He's addicted to heroin.
Word.
They got the actor who takes his role too serious. That was Robert Downey Jr. They got the action hero in there. That's Ben Stiller. It's a movie about Hollywood. The director blows up in the first 10 minutes of the movie. The nigga steps on the landmine, he's out of here. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? So I think that people get, like, especially the new generation with all of all these buzzwords and all of this, and like, yo, listen, man.
It's cancel culture, though.
Cancel
That's
culture.
the problem. You
But we
can't
can't cancel culture. Can
Twitter,
we say?
social
Can we
media,
say
they
who
just
they
wanna-
really are?
They just want to cancel.
Yeah.
The
Cancel
trolls.
White
culture.
liberals.
White liberals, old white white ladies.
Right liberal trollers.
Yeah, they just watch the
Trolls.
shit. I'm offended. No, I don't. I can't. And on some real rap, I can't find one black person that was offended by Robert Downey Jr. We was all like, fam, he must have been around some black people to play that because he did it right.
I don't.
He didn't do nothing offensive.
The same liberals that try to cancel Janet when the titty got
It
whipped
was a
out.
joke. Like it was. I laughed at the shit when he was. I was a saucier in San Antone. Like you was. Like I was just crying. Like this dude's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It made me actually like Robert Downey Jr. more. Like
Nah, he killed that role, man. It was good.
killed that. Sergeant Osiris, I think.
Sergeant Osiris.
Yeah,
That was
he
a fire
killed
role.
that.
That was a fire role.
He killed that,
Can't
bro.
be trying to cancel people for like comedy though. Like that's the one. It should
Oh
be
yeah,
a
Tom
safe
Cruise
space.
played the agent.
Yeah, the agent.
Yeah, so it's like
You would think that comedy's supposed to be the safe space though. Like you can laugh, you can joke. It's literally a fucking
Nobody's
joke,
safe.
bro. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a joke though. He's like, it's a joke, dude. It's a joke. And people were like, nah, it's not funny. I posted about it, and one person did comment that, I like her opinion on a lot of things, but she was black and she was like, nah, that shit was racist as fuck. I don't care. And I was like, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you how you should or shouldn't
feel
feel.
about it.
You know what I mean? So, because usually when I go down that
Subjective,
road
I
of trying
guess.
to, I've gone down that road of trying to have certain conversations
Right.
with people, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, you trying to tell me how to feel, and I'm like, I didn't tell you how you should or shouldn't feel, but I've experienced that so many times. I kind of just learned to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. that's your opinion. I'm gonna just leave it alone and respectfully and quietly disagree with you on that. You know what I mean? And that was it, man. I just
satire, man. They make fun of whatever's relevant. That's what it is, bro. It
yeah,
was a
some people
satire
just do
on
too
Hollywood.
much, bro. Some people they do too much. You know what I'm saying? Or they're emotional. They're too emotional.
Sensitive,
They
bro.
do
Just
too
say it. They
much,
got
man.
sensitivity
You know what I'm
issues
saying?
and shit.
And that's why
It's a great
Fuck
movie, though.
these
I love
It's a
the
word.
movie.
No, but I
Exactly.
mean,
I
people
love the
do
movie,
too
though.
much, man. You gotta be, people do too much, man, and that's why,
Old biscuit head
old
bitch.
biscuit head,
Biscuit head, bitch.
I try to say it in a nice way.
Biscuit head ass.
Old biscuit head
Hey
bitch.
man, listen, man.
Shorty done drove the
She
whip through the
Hey,
Popeyes joint.
Popeyes ain't no joke, yo.
She said the biscuits wasn't in there.
Yo, I think there's something in that food because not only did Shorty drive her car through the motherfucking
Yeah.
joint because she couldn't get no biscuits. I still remember when y'all niggas was fighting over chicken sandwiches.
Listen.
Y'all niggas was foul out there fighting
me,
over chicken
Peasy,
sandwiches.
the avid fried chicken eater. I've been telling motherfuckers for years. Popeyes fries their chicken with crack. There's some in that
crack
shit.
cocaine, bro.
There's some in that shit. That shit is fire.
Niggas was scrapping over chicken sandwiches, bro.
Popeyes
Like,
is fire.
dead ass too.
Yo, the biscuits is dry as hell. Almost will kill you and take you out if you ain't got a beverage next to you. But we still continue to play with our lives and eat them shits. It's a fact.
Did you see what the lady looked like who drove the car through the
Not play
shit?
with our lives, though. That's listen. If you put some honey on,
Honey,
it,
them
good.
shit is
Yeah,
fire.
I was about to say on dogs.
Honey on the
honey
biscuits
on
is
there.
fire.
I'm still a fan of KFC biscuits.
Nah,
Put
KFC
some honey on them
biscuits is
shits.
elite.
Yo,
The only thing I like from KFC now is this is how I'm a true fat boy and I'm trying to chill out. I haven't did it in a while, but I'd go to Popeyes for the chicken and the biscuits. Then I drive to KFC just for the coleslaw. Am I out of pocket?
You definitely out of
definitely-
pocket.
you eat
Am I out of
coleslaw?
pocket?
Wow.
Yo, that's just a fire combo. Trying to tell you.
Coleslaw's OD.
Coleslaw fire
Some
with
wild,
KFC.
some
about
wild
that,
fashion. I'm not
Yeah.
doing all that driving.
I used to like the potato wedges from KFC.
KFC potato wedges was fire. You know what else was
I'm mad
fire?
they canceled them
Their
shit. So.
their strawberry shortcakes in the cup.
Oh yeah.
Them shits
Them
was-
shits
yo,
was hard. Yeah,
them
you
shits
right.
was lit,
You ain't-
bro.
I did
No bullshit.
Does
Wendy's
it matter?
fries is
Listen,
fire,
Nah,
too.
Chick-fil-A fries. You
can I just ask this real quick, yo?
Chick-fil-A
Hold on,
fries
I
are
want
the
to ask
best.
this real quick.
With the sauce, the
The
Polynesian,
sauce, I buy the
Polynesian
sauce
sauce.
by the bottle at the grocery store. Real nigga shit.
Does the race of the person that drove through the Popeyes for the biscuit matter?
No.
Or is that like, because I don't know.
When I first seen
Everybody
that,
likes
when I
sauce.
first,
This is
when I
probably
first seen
racist,
that, you
but
know what
I'm
I thought? I thought of
assuming-
Medea.
What did you assume?
I'm assuming it's a fat black lady.
Fat black lady.
I didn't want to be the first one to say. I just want
yo.
Honestly, I don't know nothing
yo.
about the story, but that's the
But
first thing that came to my mind.
I told you,
I
told
was
you,
like, damn, she's probably
I
a
told
fat
y'all I'm a
black lady.
Medea fan, right? There's
That's
a
what I was saying.
Medea
Like, yo.
family reunion.
yeah.
She did that. You don't remember that?
Nah.
She drove. They fucked
she
up.
did.
She fucked up her order. She drove right through the
She
motherfucking
did.
Popeyes.
Oh, shit.
So that's the first thing that came to my mind was Medea and shit. So I was like,
Nah,
you
she
know,
I just didn't
definitely-
want to be the one. I ain't gonna lie.
so
I did.
what's
I
her
did
race?
think I was like,
She definitely a fat black lady.
Oh,
was she? She was,
Yeah.
because I didn't even look
Only-
into it. But when I
only-
thought about it, I did think like I pictured like a bigger
You know how
black.
much
Y'all
you-
playing
yo,
with me right
grandmother,
now?
yeah.
She
The
drove
funniest
through that
shit is like,
somebody who was hungry as hell was
funny-
having a bad day and they pissed
yeah,
him off.
'cause that's the
Saying,
funny.
yo.
Certain
Yeah.
stereotypes
It's just funny,
they're
though.
just true. It just is
But
what it
they're-
is.
yeah,
man.
they're
Like-
true and it's just
like,
funny,
I'm sorry.
though.
Like, you
Like-
can call me a fucking whatever the fuck you want. I really
Right.
don't give a fuck.
That's
but
ugly-
some shit just fit.
It
Nah,
just
that's
be
the
true,
funniest
bro.
shit in the
To a
world.
point
like,
now, that's a regional thing. So if you're in the South and like Kentucky and like Alabama, the white people out there, they make some fried chicken.
Yeah, I ain't been
That's
there.
that down south
down
touch,
south
that's
thing is
why.
different. Fried chicken is a culture thing down there.
Yeah, my thing is, you know how mad you got to be to drive your whip through the building.
Right.
She was just having a bad day. She probably
So I
all
wouldn't be
day she was
surprised if it
thinking
was a
about that
white
chicken.
hillbilly that
Stop
did
playing
that
with
as
them
well.
biscuits.
I'm trying to tell you.
You ain't got no
Don't play with
biscuits.
nobody's business.
Grr, Hit 60 on niggas. I'm out.
Yeah, you better stop. Look,
Yeah, biscuit head ass.
I don't know, man. That shit was just.
That was funny.
Popeyes
Yeah,
is
that
fire.
shit was a funny ass. Yo,
All
when I
right,
saw
no,
that shit,
we just got in a little
listen.
debate real quick. I just got to ask this real quick.
Huh?
So who got the best fried chicken? KFC, Popeyes. Oh no, excuse me. Who got the best chicken sandwich? That's what I want to say. Who got the best chicken sandwich? KFC, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Burger King.
Churches.
Churches
See,
don't
I've
do,
never had churches.
churches don't do chicken
Never had
sandwiches. though.
churches.
The chicken's fire though.
I only
don't do
had it
chicken
because I
sandwich.
went down south. They ain't up. They
chicken-
ain't
Yeah, I
up
ain't
top.
never had
They're down
The closest
south.
churches we got
So
is
all
in
right,
New York.
so we'll just say
Is it?
out
Oh, I
of
ain't
the
lying.
fast food franchises, who has the best chicken sandwich?
I'm gonna go with Popeyes personally.
I'm gonna
go
say
with
that
Popeyes.
the first Popeyes chicken sandwich that y'all was scrapping over before they
Yeah,
stepped
that's the
on
one
it.
I'm
Before they
saying.
stepped
I'll
on it,
go
before
with
they cut the
cut
product,
it.
before they cut the product, it was fire.
That
That
first
first
one was
one.
official.
Second is definitely Chick-fil-A though.
Yeah.
See, watch.
I had a
Why you going?
KFC
Why
sandwich
you
the
going
other
with
day.
it?
It was lit.
Popeyes is third on my list.
Okay.
Popeyes
So who's
is third on my
first?
list. First is Chick-fil-A because that sauce is different.
Yeah.
Yo, their Chick-fil-A sauce is definitely
The sauce is
busting.
different, and their chicken is like,
But I'm
I told you I buy that
it's got
by the
different
bottle.
taste. The way they
Motherfucking
season the
little
bread is
pickle.
different.
Yo,
I buy that by the bottle.
BK broiler. The
They
BK.
don't make those no more though.
Yo, no, they call them the.
They still got the chicken sandwich.
No, the
man.
broiler is the grilled one.
Yeah, nah, they still make them.
The broiler is the grilled one. I know Jack
Yo,
Chops is
bro,
talking about.
that shit-
This is fat boy talk.
No, their
Yo,
chicken
no,
sandwich
y'all
is
talk
fire.
that
But you know
talk.
what I noticed with?
I'm not
Yeah,
talking about the
skinny,
breaded
but
shit.
down
I'm not talking about the breaded.
No, that's what
no,
I'm talking
you
about.
talking about the grilled
The
joint.
I'm
broiler,
talking
the
about the
broiler is the
grilled
grilled,
joint.
the
Yeah,
grilled
okay.
Bro,
patty.
them
It
shits
just was fire.
fire, bro. I'm
But
sorry.
they ain't made them shits in years though.
Oh, well, shit. God damn it. Well, nigga, bring them back.
Trust me, because I asked. Y'all still got the PK broiler? They be like, nah, sir, we
Don't
ain't
they
had-
call it like the
I ain't
chicken
had
whopper
those
now
in
or
a
something?
minute.
They don't call it like
Right.
the chicken whopper or some shit?
Yeah.
I would, man, listen.
Damn, my baby mama's text get through here.
Just wondering what the fuck that was.
It's all right.
Like,
That's
what
all
the
good.
fuck is that?
But
yo?
yeah, nah.
Nah, but
Yeah.
that's I mean, you know, that's fat boy shit. That's when you high,
Yeah.
you trying to go, you just smoke some shit,
Right.
And you trying to go eat.
Nah, you go.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
Speaking
broilers
on
that held me down for years.
verse. Well, speaking on verses, which is best verse in that. But what's up with this stepfather tweet that old boy
yeah.
put up, yo?
Father,
Y'all seen that
stepfather
shit?
tweet. Yeah, we can
That shit that I sent to
pull
the
it up
group
so you
chat,
can read
Pete.
it.
Y'all pull
Dramatic
it up, Pete.
reading.
This shit was
Dun
crazy.
dun dun.
This shit was crazy. I'm interested in hearing Chops' shit because Chops said, "Nice, I disagree with you." So I wanted to hear
I definitely disagree
why you. Yeah, I'm interested in hearing that shit. I sent it to the chat, bro. I sent it to your text. It's in your text. You got it in the text. I'm saying, yeah, we're gonna look it
Peter's
up.
getting used to working the iPad,
Yeah,
yo.
he's getting used to working.
I'm
on
telling you,
iPad,
I
bro.
get the
Next
navigation
episode,
right.
he'll be efficient.
Click it.
Wifey's text is coming through him.
It's all good. We ain't
Oh,
looking
there
at
we
that.
go. Oh, he's
I'm
up.
blind. One eye. I
There we
ain't
go.
looking at
They
that.
ain't saying nothing.
All right, so dude wrote on Twitter, if I marry a woman with a child, we become a family, meaning every child under my roof is mine. The father of the father of the child must respect me as the father to his child. Basically, if he wants to see his child, I should be notified so I can know where my child is going. And I should be told if the child is not coming back and what time will the child be back. And I expect the mother to understand and be on board with this.
It's tough.
I'm gonna hit him with the Denzel in
Fences?
Nah, Denzel in Remember the Titans. You overcooking my grits, coach. That's what I'm gonna hit him
Yeah, I
with.
feel like I
was a
agree.
fire dude.
I
Gotta
agree
relax.
to a certain extent.
He gotta
I
relax.
was a fire Denzel.
He gotta relax. You overstepping your boundaries. Champ, relax.
I agree to a certain extent. I agree up until when he's
If
like,
I marry a woman with a child, we become a family, meaning every child under my roof is mine. You are wilding. First of all, that's my child before it's your child. So you may think it's your child, but that doesn't negate the fact that it's mine before it's yours. So you fucked up right there, okay? The father of the child must respect me as a father to his child. Like, I'll respect you as being a stepfather in my child's life, but motherfucker, you have to respect me as being the father of my child
100%.
before I respect anything about you. There has to be a respect that comes my way first. So let's get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Basically, if he wants to see his child, I should be notified. You are out of fucking pocket. I don't have to notify you for a motherfucking thing. It is
Bang, bang,
my
bang, bang, bang. That'll wrap it
obligation
nice
to
right
have a healthy relationship with my child's mother and notify my child's mother when I want to see my child, and she can notify you. If y'all want to have that understanding, no, listen, bro, for real. If she want to have that understanding with y'all, and you two want to have an agreement that she has to notify you, that's absolutely fine with me. But don't ever tell me I gotta
Ever,
notify you. If anything, you gotta notify me with what the fuck you're doing with my kid. It's not the other way around. You got it fucked all the way up. You got it fucked all the way up, okay?
we need a bomb.
And then he says, and I should be told if the child is not coming back and what time will the child be back. You got that, champ, but she could tell you that. I don't have to tell you a motherfucking thing. If I want to tell you that, that's on me to tell you that. And I have no problem telling you that. But don't demand that I tell you that. I'll tell you that because I think it's cool for me to let you know that. But if you demand that I tell you that, you out of line, champ. Respect who I am first. I'm that child's father. You understand? I'm an active father. So for you to come into a picture and make demands like that, if it's an active child's father, champ, you out of pocket. Now, if it's a deadbeat father, yo, look, make your demands, bro, because if it's a deadbeat and you the one stepping up, then you more of a father than the deadbeat. By all means, make your demands, champ.
Two different situations. Totally two different situations.
I think I like the way he worded the shit is
He's
OD,
out of pocket,
right?
bro.
Because I like, first of all, I got baby mothers and they got boyfriends and they married in certain situations. So in that, me dealing with that situation, I respect their stepfathers or whatever the case for doing what they do.
The other man
But
in their
at
life,
the other man in their life at the end of the day, but I don't like all this. I gotta be notified. That's between you and her. That don't have nothing to do with me. Now I could.
That's how I saw
we
it.
could have a good rapport. Like I feel like we should.
You definitely should
Because
because he's around your child.
Yeah, you're around my child, so we should have some type of rapport. I should be at least able to see you, shake your hand, what's up, my nigga, you good? Type shit. But it's like you're putting demands on another man that you should be putting on the woman that you're dealing with.
Yeah, that's just
Because
crazy. Man.
I've dealt with women that had kids and all that.
I got a super blended family, man. Both of my kids'
Mine
mothers
too.
is in relationships.
and I don't get involved
And
in that.
one of my kids' mothers actually had 2 other kids with 2 other dudes besides me, and I get along with them well as well, and their children.
Yeah.
To the point where I walk up in the house and start playing with their kids. I actually take their kids out with me and shit. Like I'm like that. You know
I've
what
done
I'm saying?
that. I've done it too because, matter of fact, just last weekend, I picked up my oldest daughter and she wanted her little brother to come to the crib, and that's not my
Yeah,
kid.
it's- but
Like, I'm not gonna be like,
but it's
don't
their
come.
siblings.
Come
so
on,
yeah,
nigga.
come on, yeah. I'm not
You
gonna
about
do
to
no
fucking
bullshit.
play video
Right.
games too, type shit. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's just, I let it in. His pops was there, so out of respect, I just let him know, like, yo, your son want to come. I'm gonna take him.
Let him know.
Boom,
Right.
boom. But it's not like he demanded, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like the way he worded this tweet is kind of OD.
I just felt like he was making demands toward the child's father. I'm like, bro, maybe I could be interpreting it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
No, they
I
definitely
feel
the
like
way
he's
he worded
making
the tweet,
okay. So
OD,
he's
bro.
making
He
demands
worded
toward
that
the
shit
child's
very-
father, bro. Talking
Yeah.
about me as the father to his child, bro. Hold on. First of all, it shouldn't say me as a father.
Right there's where he fucked up.
Me as a you forgot you forgot the word step, bro.
Right.
Well, you talking about me as a father to his child, stepfather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, are you some form of a father,
basically
male
took his
role
title
model?
from him
Yeah,
and
bro.
shit.
But it is just, you know me. I always use the word inappropriate. There are things that are appropriate and there's things that are inappropriate, bro. This approach right here for me is
That should've
just
get you knocked
crazy, inappropriate, and I think that that'll.
because I think about
You
like
playing
this.
with a man and his child, you making demands to another man with his child and saying, I'm involved now, so you gotta report to me. I gotta know everything that's going on with that kid, yo.
Active
Like
father.
imagine,
Are you fucking
because
nigga-
in my mind,
nigga, listen,
listen,
Go
it's
Chops,
crazy,
go Chops.
bro.
Nigga, is you finished?
Go Chops.
Silly motherfuckers, is you finished?
Yeah,
you know
go
what I'm saying?
ahead,
Let me get this shit off real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Get your balls
God
off.
damn, y'all niggas is playing tennis and shit. Let's go.
We
man.
are.
Like,
But
you
you
get
shoulda-
this shit out, man.
I've been
Get this
asking
shit out,
for
man.
your shit.
You know what I'm
Chops.
saying? Hey, yo, check this out, right? Homie, he out of pocket. I agree with you.
Yeah.
He out of pocket, right? He out of pocket, right? But at the same time, so I feel it all comes down to respect.
Yeah,
right?
it does. You right.
Definitely comes down to respect. I don't feel like he's wrong in his way of thinking to a certain extent. I feel like his demands, what he's asking is a little excessive. But I do feel like if he's the person that is basically has the custody of the child, he's the one that's basically taking care of the child most of the time. Yes, he should be notified when that child is leaving out the house or where he's going, but that responsibility doesn't lie on
The father of the child. Yeah.
It's more the moms.
It lies on
Yes, I agree.
the mother of the child.
Right.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
she's communicating with the
Like his
biological
intentions
father.
are pure,
Right,
bro.
right.
I have
Yeah.
no like his intent. I think everybody should want that kind of stepfather.
Yeah, and I want to say like if the way the tweet was read, I feel like he basically is dealing with a
Deadbeat or something, right?
deadbeat father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
sounds like
saying?
it.
Like,
Something going
sounds
on
like
there.
yeah, it don't sound like just like some regular
Sort of- yeah.
shit. Like
Some
he probably
disruption
pop
going
up
on.
when he
Something
wants to.
inspired that.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
And come take him like, yo, that's my son, and you know what I'm saying? Like, cause there's a lot of niggas that do weird
I've
shit
dealt
like
with
that.
that.
You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
Like
true. That's
at the
true.
end of the day, like I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any babies mamas. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I did, so I you know, I want y'all to think that I'm, you know, speaking out of pocket. If I did, I feel like what is in the best interest of the child is what we should do. And as parents, as adults, we should work collectively what's in the best interest of that child and what works for us as a whole, as a team, period. So that shit that he was doing, he gonna get beat the fuck up.
Beat up bad.
Because
Definitely.
the way
wild.
he's talking, I'm gonna tell you right now, if my kid was with my baby mama full time and she had a boyfriend or she had a man in her life and he was talking the way that he was talking, we would have a problem. Because he's
talking crazy.
way too aggressive.
He's just making
way
too many
aggressive.
demands.
Too
And for the
many
women
demands.
out there that are agreeing with him, right? I actually think this. You agree with him because you have a strained relationship with your kid's father. That's probably number one why you agree with him. And number two, you agree with him because it's not a female telling you what the fuck you're gonna do
trying to tell you.
when you go to see your kid.
kids,
Because y'all be the ones that get mad when a female brushes your kid's hair, braids your kid's hair, does XYZ with your kid. So don't sit here and act like you guys are not as territorial over your own children as a man is. That's the thing that I wanted to talk about with this shit too, because I seen a lot of women like, I agree with him, da-da-da-da. And it's like,
man, just
yeah,
grow
you
up,
agree
man.
because you probably have the kind of child's father that you be beefing with all the time.
there's some
He
immaturity
comes and
levels
goes
there,
as he
yeah.
pleases, like Chops was saying, shows up when he wants, and you can't deal with him because you know he's a man, so you looking for another man to step up and go, yeah,
G-check him
sucker,
type shit.
now you get to deal with him. You could deal with him. You could do that shit with me because I can't do nothing to you physically or whatever or intimidate you. But now I got him. So she's going to pass that right off to him.
See,
you
that's
know
the
what I'm
problem,
saying?
though. Because some relationships ain't forever, but these kids are, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about the damn children.
Because at the
man.
end of the day, here's the thing.
It ain't about y'all in the relationship no more. If the relationship didn't work out, it's over. It's null and void. It's about them damn kids. And for one,
Yeah, but we talking about
I'm a kid. Me and my brother
type
got
of father involved that women are like, oh yeah, I agree with that. Like it's usually the women that
'Cause they
I'm
agree with
telling
that
you, bro,
because they have
it's because
their-
they have a deadbeat or they have a very
they have a
strained
bitter relationship with their kid's father. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, get over that fucking relationship. The relationship's over. Concentrate on your child.
Nah, but
and
you
the
can't
well-being of
just
your
get
child.
over it because some men aren't good fathers, bro. Or
men are shitty
they're
dads.
just
Move on.
You know, they
Be a
the ones
single
that
parent.
no, but some men and some women. You know how it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, there's some men out there that no matter what she does right, this man just don't know how to get his shit right, bro. And he strains the
Can't get
relationship,
right.
bro. He just one of those. He strains the relationship, just like vice versa. There's
But
women out there that
strained
just
it-
strain
strained
the
it in what
fucking
light, though? If
relationship
she
with a
let them
man,
strain
bro.
it, it's like if they.
What I'm saying is the man, the way type of person he is, period. She could do X, Y, Z and be a phenomenal mother. I'm respectful to you and everything. And just him. He's
Son,
just the
just
type
not
of
be
person
around.
where, dog, you just strain the relationship with your child's mother, bro, because of the way you are.
We talk about them Jordan and amusement park niggas.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas that buy a pair of sneakers every once in a while and take their kid to
Pop up
somewhere
on
fun.
Father's Day, take the picture, and then
Yeah,
be
you know
off.
what I'm saying? And be swearing they the father of the fucking year. Like, nah, nigga, that shit ain't enough, nigga. Buying clothes every once in a while or taking your kid to fucking wherever, Six Flags or whatever the fuck you doing, like, nah, nigga, that's not enough. Nigga, be a fucking father, nigga.
See, and I dealt with it. See, and I just want to say I dealt with it on both sides, right? Because like the deadbeat, like when I was with my youngest daughter's mom, she had a daughter. She was older, and I was with her for a while. We was together for years, and her baby's father never came around. Like even when Shorty would try to text message her dad and hit on Facebook, he'd block her. So one day he just popped up.
That's wild.
On some, I'm like, and I was just like, fam, like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, like you can't just pop up now. You wanna, you know what I'm saying? So I dealt, and then me having kids and Shorty having other men dealing with that. Like when I come get my kids, we don't have no problem. But even out of respect, because they're respectable people. Like you said, it's about respect.
About respect.
So I might be like, yo,
100%.
I'm taking my daughter. And I don't have to, but I'll be like, yo, she coming back. I'm gonna bring her back Sunday or whatever. If my baby mom's ain't around, like, yo, fam, I'm gonna bring her back Sunday.
Respect.
Just so you
Respect.
And it ain't even because of a respect line. It's just nigga, so you in the house when I come and drop her, or somebody's head when you
No,
drop
but that's
her.
respect.
Yeah, man,
Because
it's
at the end of the
respect.
day, if you're taking your child, right, you gotta respect the fact that when you bring them back, like they should know what time. Because otherwise, you gotta inconvenience them. They gotta build their schedule around you. Because what if you're ready to bring your kid back at 6 o'clock, but you didn't tell them. You just think you're gonna bring your kid back whenever. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, oh, we made plans. We didn't hear nothing from you, so whatever. So now you're gonna inconvenience them. You
It's
know
a
what I'm
simple
saying? Like
respect level, bro.
Yeah, it's just respect.
Just respect. Like he doing all that, like, cause in my mind I think about it like, what if I already had a routine with my baby moms, right? And then you come in talking about I need this and that, bro. You gonna
that's
get
what I'm
knocked the
saying.
fuck out.
That's what I'm
Fuck with
saying,
me.
bro. You
definitely
can't
some
just
insecurity
enter
level,
into a life and then be like, oh, you know, it reminded me of what's the shit with Eddie Murphy. There's a new sheriff in town, you know, the Reggie Hammond shit.
Reggie
like,
Hammond shit, yeah.
There's a new sheriff in town. Like, bro, you fucking crazy. You can't just do that, bro. You need to be. I get your intentions are well and all of that. I get your intentions, bro. But the way you approach something, there needs to be a
It's
level
about the
of
child, man. It's about
appropriateness,
loving
bro.
that child properly, man.
Because it takes a village to raise a child, but you
village.
shouldn't be.
Boom. And that's what I was trying to get at earlier, because me and my brother got two different fathers, you know what I'm saying? And he's my older brother. And I grew up at his grandmother's house just like she was my grandmother to this day.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
His cousins, his family, they my cousins too. That's
how that go, bro.
His father passed away, but you know, it was all love. My father never had no beef with that. Nothing. Would be over the house chilling too. It was just
As it should be.
It was just love. You know
me
what I'm
with baby
saying?
moms that have kids with, they got kids with other men. I don't deny them. Like if I take one out and they're like, yo, my little brother wants to come. All right, come on. I'm not gonna be like, nah, he can't come because that's not my cousin. That shit weird, bro. Come on, man. We about to go to wherever we about to go. You about to enjoy this with your sister, man.
So fuck that little nigga. He ain't getting no McDonald's.
Yeah, like this shit's
Can't
stupid,
do that, man.
right?
Can't do that shit,
I'm not buying this nigga no French fries. Like that shit is dumb, bro. He's a kid. He don't know no better. He don't want French fries.
Saying no, if he got one brother or sister,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'm not doing
If you
it's a
got
limit.
4 or 5 brothers
It's a
and
limit.
sisters, yo, tell my little man come outside. I got Burger
Yeah, it's a
King.
limit. It's a limit.
You're gonna take a ride
It's
around
a
the
limit.
corner. You're gonna eat this and drop him back
It's
off.
terrible.
And then some kids, but also too.
Come outside real quick. I gotta
Also
talk to you.
too, for me being in
Send
that
little
say
man
shit,
outside, bro.
No, but also too
Nyce is
for
a
me
petty
being in that
motherfucker,
situation, I
low-key.
know this.
Petty.
I know this that some kids
They
take
call
to
them
you
other baby daddies.
more than others. You know what I mean? Some kids might take to you more than others. Like her little brother rocks with me more than her other. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, man, come to the crib, come hang out.
Yeah, well, in other news,
Yeah, another news.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle killer. God rest Nipsey, the great man, neighborhood Nip man. Eric Holder, man, was found guilty first-degree murder last July for killing Hussle, whose real name is Hermes Azagadum. I can never say that last name.
Yes.
Outside of Hussle's South Los Angeles clothing store in 2019. Hussle, a Grammy-nominated artist, died at age 33. 2 bystanders were also hit and injured in the incident. Superior Court Judge Clay Jack announced that Holder's 60 years to life sentence on Wednesday after hearing from one of Hussle's friends as well as reading a letter from Holder's father. Holder was found guilty of murder as well as 2 counts of attempted voluntary manslaughter for the 2 bystanders injured in the shooting after a months-long trial. He was not eligible for the death penalty and was widely accepted to receive a life sentence. I won't get into all that, but wearing
I'm surprised that they didn't give him life. What's the point of the 60 years?
I
Because
feel like
60 years,
He
life
got
is
60 to life.
60 to life. I think they threw that 60 because he's a rolling 60s crip.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
judge
I
was a
think- I
crip
think
or
that-
some shit.
yeah,
That's
I
how I
think they
feel
tried to make
because
an example. He
Nipsey
was
was a
being
6-0
funny, bro.
crip, so he gave him 60.
Yeah, it was being funny.
That's why I wrote in the chat. I said, nigga, yo, he got 60 for killing the 60.
Yeah, I
Nigga,
feel,
60
I
killing
feel
the
like
60,
the judge
word.
had some
Word.
affiliation to some shit. It was like, oh, word, you gonna kill one of ours? Or yeah, you take the 60 to life, nigga.
Shit, it gotta
Yo,
be
but I
something
did a
like
little
that.
did a little research on this. Not research, but I went down a rabbit hole the other day with it, man. And for some reason, I got it to a point where it was like there's mad videos of Nip and this dude together.
Yeah,
Like
they was
pictures
homies.
and videos, but nah, dude was kind of shady. They showed mad videos where dude was like, it was like 2 videos when Nips was trying to give him dap and dude kind of like pushed his hand away. Or there was like videos when they called him like dude like side-eyed in him and shit. Like so dude was like been a hater.
Maybe jealous. I feel like
Been jealous of him for a while
Whoa.
now. You know what I'm saying?
I heard
Even
that-
even the day of the incident when he shot him, he came around him and tried to give him dap, and then he tried to play Nip, and then he came back and took some girls came up and take a picture with him and shit, and he was hating, and then some words were exchanged, and that's when he went and got the gun. All that shit's on surveillance tape.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was like a whole bunch of little videos. You go on YouTube, you can put that
see,
piece.
what
that
I
shit
heard
together.
was Nip told, because I guess there was paperwork on homie.
Yeah.
So I heard that Nip was like, yo, you can't be around here, bro. There's paperwork on
Yo, his street name was Shitty Cuz. Come on, man.
And he came back dumping. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You had to be a piece of shit with a name like that.
Listen, man. Eric Holder, you killed a great one.
Great one.
You killed somebody that was inspiring the world. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody who was making changes in his community, man.
That's why you can never be too paranoid about people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's why when I was listening to that 50 shit the other day, he said they say I'm too paranoid. He said I'm too paranoid.
Careful how I choose my friends.
Careful how I choose my friends. I ended up in the ICU.
I ain't
Never
going-
again.
I
I ain't going back again.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? And that shit is real, bro. It's not about being paranoid, bro. It's about being very careful,
Careful who you call
about how you
friends, bro.
choose your
Your
friends
friends,
and
right.
believe in those red flags when you see them or believe in the funny shit when you feel the vibe, bro. That's why I go off of energy, man. One thing that's real out of anything is energy. It flows through everybody, bro.
And that's what
so
I'm
when I'm
saying.
around somebody and I say, yo, I get a bad vibe from him, dog. I'm going based off his energy. Something's off with him. I mean, he may not be off with you. He may fuck with you.
Right.
Or he may fuck with you. He may fuck with you. But I got a bad vibe from him.
Right.
His energy with me was off, which means he might not fuck with me. You understand? So you know, that energy, man. It's not me being paranoid. I vibe off energy,
You
bro.
trust your
And
instincts.
that's the thing when I said with them pictures and the videos, like Nip had to know this kid didn't really fuck with him like that.
Yeah.
But he still had no problem keeping him around him.
Sometimes we all been
You know
we've
what I
all
mean?
been guilty of that, right?
Right,
I've
100%,
kept people in my
100%.
circle that the red flags was there for years, and I kept giving them chance after
Chances,
chance
chances,
after
right,
chance
right,
after
right.
chance until you know the shit exploded, and it was like, you know what I mean? It should have never even got there. I should have deaded
100%.
the relationship
Ship early.
yeah,
right.
10 years ago.
Word.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like even with me, like I had an incident a couple weeks ago that we was talked about in the group chat with a homie that was my nigga, but I didn't want to do a certain thing, and the shit just got super weird. He started talking about who I fuck with in other states and all type of shit, like like that type of. But even now that I think back on it, I ignored certain shit. Like Math Hoffa told me this one day. Shout out to Math Hoffa. He said, "Yo, I didn't get successful until I started picking my friends. I let a lot of niggas pick me as their friend, and I just rocked with them. I started picking my friends and picking them for reasons. Yo, I can fuck with this nigga for this, fuck with this nigga for that, fuck with this nigga for this, because in life, everything is transactional. It might not be money. I might call somebody because they make me laugh. It's a transaction. We exchanging energy. I might call Nyce because if I talk to Nyce, Nyce might be the guy to talk me off the ledge. Yo, X, I don't think you want to do that. That's still a transactional situation. You know what I'm saying? Peasy. Like, Peasy, you told me something one day that I stick in my mind. Yo, you're the landlord of your mind, dog.
Landlord, I'm saying.
Whatever that's a transaction. We exchange something. You feel me? So I think that a lot of times, for the sake of the hood or for the sake of whatever we try to hold down, we allow people in our circle that really shouldn't be in our circle, and they really only in our circle to see if we catch success.
Because
So they
the
can be
problem
like,
is because
"Yo, I knew something."
we have a genuine love for them individuals. We want them to
Yeah.
win. We want them to be good in life, but they don't have the same love for us in return, and that'd be the problem. With a lot of us, man.
I just look at it
son.
like this, man. I just want people around me that's gonna celebrate my wins like it is, because I'm gonna celebrate their wins like they're mine.
100%, as you
And-
should.
And if you ain't, if you don't want to elevate, because my whole mind state is about elevating all the time.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? And when your mind state is always about improving your situation, right?
Progress.
You also got to understand that your circle is gonna evolve.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that that you don't got love for the people that been there for you from day one. You know what I'm saying? But it does mean that I can't spend as much time with you as I did before. It's no love loss, but I'm trying to go somewhere else. And your circle, when you're trying to do different things, your circle ain't gonna be the same. Because if your circle was the same, then you'd be doing the same shit that you was always fucking doing.
Because who you are today, you're not
So-
going to be the same person in 5
Yeah,
years.
so how
man.
are you ever gonna get better?
I mean, it's all,
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about evolution,
like
man.
shit. I was around hustlers my whole fucking teenage years, right? So if I want to buy houses, or if I want to open up businesses, or if I want to improve my credit, or whatever it is I want to do, I want to do podcasts, or whatever it is that I want to do to improve myself, right? How the fuck am I gonna learn that shit from being around the same niggas that I was with when I was 14 years old, when all we did was fucking hustle? Everybody's circle evolves.
That's a fact.
And instead of being mad at the nigga whose circle evolved, maybe you should look in the mirror and wonder why yours hasn't.
That's a fact.
Straight up.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Like yo, it's just because
You talking
you don't
talk
fuck
right
with
now.
you don't fuck with niggas every day, it don't mean it ain't love. I got listen. I tell you, I got niggas I fuck with, bro. I got niggas I got mad love for,
That's a
bro.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? I said fuck with.
Hey, yo.
Nah,
Crazy,
go
guys.
ahead.
I
Go
gotta
ahead.
hold you
When
down.
I
I gotta hold you
go,
down.
keep
I gotta
going.
hold you down for somebody chop that up.
Nah,
Keep
it's all
going.
right.
Keep going.
It's all right. They can chop it up all they want. I don't give a fuck.
Hater gonna chop that up. See, I told you he was gay.
I got niggas that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And they're always gonna be my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I can tell them
fact.
I love them no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And just because I don't see you every day or we don't talk all the time, when I
Love
tell you
still
it's love,
remains.
it's love. If you know me, you know that my shit's genuine. If I tell you it's love, it's love. But I've evolved as a person, and I might not be able to kick it with you every day, or I might not be able to kick it with you how I used to because I'm not on that same type of wave anymore.
Doesn't mean no love lost.
It
though.
doesn't mean that
no
there's no
love
love
lost.
lost. It just means that
can't do
I'm
what we
just doing
did.
something different. You
Right.
know what I'm
Or-
saying? But hold on.
If
But
they solid, they know that though.
yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
but that's what I'm saying. If they solid, they know that. But like at the same time, I expect the same for you. Whatever it is that you're doing,
Right.
listen, I salute you, my nigga. I don't care, like, yo, you can, whatever it is that you want to do, yo, I support you 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like, it's love. Like, yo, you need me, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you gotta understand the position that certain people play in your life in what you need in your life to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
But when you're actually doing things as well in life, right? You've evolved. I'm not the same person I was when I was 15. I'm not the same person I was when I was 25, right? I've evolved, right? So if you find me hitting you up all the time, all of a sudden, I got a lot of time on my hands. I expect you, if you my man, to say, Nyce, what the fuck going on? You must have fell off. Because I don't know you to have this much time on your hands, bro. What the fuck is going on with you, bro? Is everything all right? You understand what I'm saying?
You got a lot of freedom if it's
At
that.
least, if you really, I mean, if you're my man,
You all right?
if you're my man, I would expect you to observe certain things. If you know me, you should observe certain things, right? Yo, Nyce was like this when he was 15. You know, he like that 25, 35 now. Like, dog was just doing X, Y, Z. Usually don't be around. Yo, bro, what's up? You hitting me all the time now. You seem to have a lot of time on your hands. Everything all right with you? Because that ain't the Nyce that I know, bro. You know understand what I'm saying? So, you know, those things I look for. Those things I look for because I would do that to people that's in my circle right now. And people that I rock with as an adult. You shouldn't have the same time you had when you were 15 years old, 20 years old, bro. I don't expect you to have the same time that you had then. So that means that I know you're busy, right? Right? Because you've evolved. You have a lot of things you gotta take care of. I shouldn't hear from you, you know, all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I have A1 day ones that do hit me up on kind of a daily basis. Or if I don't hear from them every day, it'll be every couple days and yo, what up with you? Or just checking in. How you feeling, bro? How you living? Things like that. Those are my everyday circle people, right? But at the end of the day, like, I have people that I do associate with that I don't talk to all the time, right? And the reason why I don't talk to them all the time anymore isn't because we grew apart. It's because they have things going on in their life. I got things going on in my life, and we just don't have time like that. You understand what I'm saying? We just don't have time like that. So, you know, that for me, you know, if I'm hitting you up all the time, all I'm saying is, all right, it's probably a sign that I fell off.
Listen, I say this. This podcast you're looking at right now that you're watching on your screen is a perfect example of evolution of a circle, right? Meaning,
You're supposed to put the diamond throw drop right there. Finger pop.
Let me
fucked up.
diamond on that because here's the thing. Here's the thing,
Goddamn,
right?
goddamn
Diamond
finger
on me.
pop.
Here's the thing. Nah, we got Los. You good money. Here's the thing. We have natural chemistry because we are all 6 people. I'm not gonna say 4 because you got Rupert over there, you got Finger Pop Los. We all striving towards the same goal, right? So the evolution of a circle. You would think, just speaking for myself, you think we known these guys for years, right? But the evolution of a circle, we all trying to do this podcast shit. We all trying to go somewhere. So we all linked up. Now we form like Voltron. Every week we at you niggas next with new episodes, new boom, boom, boom. So I can't do that with somebody that I go battle rap with. I can't do that with somebody that I hustle with. I can't do that because it's evolution of a circle. Yo, listen, bro. What you trying to do? Are you trying to do that? Oh, you trying to do that? You trying to do? Let's go. We out. And now my day ones, that don't knock y'all niggas. Everybody that I rocked with from day one, that don't. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm old. A lot of my niggas are old. A lot of my niggas still be like, what the fuck is the podcast? I'm like, bro,
we gotta,
forget it.
you know what I'm saying? It's just when you trying to do certain things.
watch
you
my
gotta
shit on
evolve.
YouTube, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just watch
man,
our
that's
shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Just watch our shit, but
nigga famous.
word. People getting views out here.
They still trying to understand. What's a podcast, bro?
What's
What's
a
it do?
podcast?
What's
It's men venting. That's what the
Yo,
podcast
man, you
is.
slow, man.
All right, P, this is you right here. This is your topic right here.
Oh,
nah?
that.
Y'all want to do that?
What, do teeth matter?
Yeah.
We here now. He just said it out
said,
loud.
damn,
It's over
shit.
now.
Do teeth matter?
Keith Matter?
Yo, you ain't see the video that was going around? The video I sent y'all with the shorty? With the,
With the shorty with the fatty?
yeah, it was going around all day on social
yeah,
media.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she's missing 17 joints.
Yeah.
Like if you were
17
single,
joints?
17 joints, that's what they said.
That's a lot of joints.
Yo,
man.
if you were single, would you take it down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You motherfucking right.
With the body she had.
Gummies!
With the body
That shit
she
was
had?
crazy.
Gummies!
I don't even know. I don't even know if I can get gummies though.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I'm keeping it 100. I don't even know if I can get gummies. I'm just taking it down because
Just the body was crazy.
the body was
The body
crazy.
was crazy. I might take it
You
down. I
wouldn't
might,
experience the gummies?
I think that if I actually looked in her face, it would just fuck me all
yeah,
the way
because
up.
when they don't have no teeth, like the lips go in, that's crazy. Like
You're a
it's
better
the
man than me,
Popeye
brother,
shit.
because let me tell you,
Listen,
you go suck this pagina off the bone. Is that how you say it? Pagina.
Like,
Off
Rupert's
the
like, I
bone.
don't know how you say it, man. Rupert don't want no
Off the
parts of
fucking
that
bone
part.
with the gummies.
You don't want no parts of that part. He's like, no.
Motherfucking dirt devil
The
mouth
teeth-
over
no,
there.
but look, the teeth matter too. Like if you got some
Kirby
fucked up
mouth,
joints,
vacuum cleaner.
If you got some
Now,
real
if you got
fucked
some
up
fucked
joints,
Suction
up
cup.
joints, some
you
brown
could tell
joints,
if I could
that
tell
matters.
if I could tell you don't take care of your shit. It's like I'm straight.
I
matters.
posted a video a
set.
while ago. It was a shorty singing and she didn't have no teeth, but she was
Yeah,
beautiful.
but a
bro.
female can have
She was beautiful.
anybody can have no teeth for many
teeth is
reasons.
different.
Like could have gotten into a car accident or your fronts got knocked
That's
out.
all right.
You
Yeah,
don't-
something
you don't
happened.
have no teeth right now or whatever the case may be. But like you know,
Bad joints.
Bad joints.
when somebody don't have
Yo,
teeth.
got no
Even if you
teeth
got
right now.
dentures, even if you got
Yo, I
dentures,
woke up, my shit's just ran out the room.
shit's-
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yo,
yo.
even if she,
I just woke up.
even if she got dentures during the day, like we're out in public, she throws the dentures on. She got a regular mouthpiece and all that. But when we get home, I'll be in
throw them
here.
shits
I'm
in
be
the
like, you better
night glass?
take the motherfuckers off.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's not great.
He's a
That's
wild nigga, dog.
Take
You
them shits
the
out.
little people are no to you,
know what
the
I'm saying?
wild boy, P.
I
You're a
need
different type of
I
guy.
need
You're a
that
different
suction
type of
cup
sandwich.
action, baby.
In the words of Hollow the Dawn, you're a different
Why y'all
type
looking
of-
at me crazy
you're a
for?
different type
Oh
of
no, I'm
sandwich.
not disagreeing. If you got the luxury to do that, spit them joints out. Get
Spit them
busy,
joints,
cool.
yeah, put them-
What
yeah.
I'm saying is
Yo,
like
Nyce,
teeth do matter
shit
to
make
a
me
certain
crazy.
extent, bro. Like that shit. Listen, because if you don't take care of your teeth, right? We know if you
Anything
don't
could
take
happen
care of
in
your
life,
mouth.
though.
If you don't take care of your mouth,
We know.
that shit is just crazy. I don't know how anybody could deal with that. Like, see,
If you losing your teeth
somebody
because you don't
talking to
take
you
care
and
of
their
your
breath
teeth is a
crazy,
different
bro.
story.
No, because if you don't take care of your teeth, we know what your mouth
Oh,
smells
you
about,
do
like.
drugs
yeah.
and you grinded all your
But-
teeth out.
But in
That's
the
wild.
situations we're talking about, these women got their stuff
As
together.
an adult, your teeth
Something
shouldn't just
happened
be
where they had like an
falling out,
accident
bro.
and their teeth got pushed out or something like
That's
that.
different. That's what I'm trying to say.
different.
But
Yeah,
as an
yeah, yeah,
adult,
yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
teeth shouldn't just be falling out your mouth, dog. If your teeth are falling out your mouth, it's because you doing some type of drugs that's causing that shit.
I could tell
Or
that's
you
what
just
Chops is
neglecting-
associating that with. He's
That's what I
automatically
mean. Or you just
assuming that
neglecting
the
your
bitches
Grinding
are
your
your
teeth,
mouth,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
You just neglecting
Yeah,
your
you
mouth,
notice
bro.
Every episode when Rupert take pictures, we all got a picture when we look at Peasy because he said some wild shit. Peasy, you the man, bro. You just say the crazy shit.
Well, it's just real life. That's how I feel.
Yeah, hey, I respect.
You think I'm crazy? Don't ever meet my Uncle Maurice, man. That
Nah.
nigga crazier than me.
Nah, I'm cool.
That motherfucker wild. You be like, nephew, I can't get that shit up, nephew, but the motherfucker still get heavy.
Hey,
I be
yo,
like, God damn,
Yo, see, I don't want no.
I don't need to know Uncle Maurice. I don't need to know that. Why would you make me privy to that
Yeah,
information? I got kids.
That's just
you
a
know,
film
like,
that
you
grew up. Yo,
wildin'.
my mother go to the house. She be like, "Shut up, you dirty dick motherfucker." He be like, "Shut up, you just mad because I fucked all your friends."
Oh damn,
Motherfuckers is
Uncle
old,
Sound
man.
like some Medea shit.
Yeah,
Uncle
that's how I
Maurice
grew
was
up.
tripping.
So that's why my mouth is the way it is, man. You
Tripping
know what I
with
mean?
no map.
That's how
What
I
we
grew
doing?
up.
Oh.
Motherfuckers in there talk shit like that. in my
Black History
family.
Month.
Black History Month. Go ahead. I'm not. Nah, you can't start.
No, you don't want to start after me, but actually, I got a good one this week. But I'm gonna
I'll
let y'all
start.
go first. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go.
We on 150? That's about right.
Okay. Yeah,
We
I'll
a good
start.
time,
I'm
man.
gonna go. I'm gonna start with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson
Fire.
because you know what I'm saying. He always been an inspiration to me, just growing up where I grew up. If you look at where he started to where he is now, as far as creating, he created a universe on Stars. He got the Power universe. He created, and if you look at where he grew up, like he grew up in the streets like us, hustling. If you can't look at that man and find inspiration in yourself, you know what I'm saying, inspiration from what he do, I don't understand it. Like, it's hard. Like, he grew up hustling. He didn't know his moms. He didn't know his pops. He lived with his grandparents. He grew up in the streets. And now he's damn near executive producer of everything we love, damn near, as far as TV.
Just got to deal with
Fox.
wasn't it?
Yep, you just got to deal with Fox. You know what I'm saying? And he got shot 9 times. You know what I'm saying? He definitely wasn't even supposed to make it out of his situation. So it's Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, man. Like, his story kind of speaks for itself. I don't really got to go too far into it. Like, just look him up, man. I think the last couple episodes, I picked people that was in the past. Now I picked somebody who's current in history, just so y'all know we still making history now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to 50 Cent, man. Keep doing what you do.
That Cadence series and people try to shit on it, even the one with Tariq, man. Them trilogies,
They hate
the Book of Powers is fire.
Nah, he
bro.
doing
They
his
killing them
thing.
shits.
Man. He doing
Fire.
Like I said, if you
Well-produced
look at his
shows,
trajectory,
man.
Like, I bet you, like, if he himself now was to talk to himself in '98, he probably laugh at himself.
Right.
Like, I'm doing what? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to 50.
Shout out to 50, man.
His book, Hustle Smarter, Hustle Harder, is fire, bro.
fire.
And the
too.
50 Laws of
Fire.
Power is fire too.
If you don't like to read, get the audio book,
the audio
because that's
book,
what I
right.
got.
Yeah,
And
me
that shit
too.
is fire, bro.
Right.
Shout out 50, man. Chops, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Pookie from New Jack City.
Okay. I like it.
That sounds like
That was a curveball for me.
that sounds like some shit I do.
Man, that was a peasy right there.
Hey, Pookie was the first motherfucker that showed me, don't you ever smoke crack in your life.
Right.
And anybody that watched that movie,
No, he look crazy. I wish y'all could see this
my
picture.
nigga, look
Yo,
at this nigga. dog.
real quick, we gotta send you this picture because that's the craziest picture I ever seen. Bro.
Yo, no bullshit. He played the illest fiend in history, bro, on TV, bro. I don't think there's an illest fiend in history,
Dog,
bro.
if you Google
no
that,
bullshit.
if you Google
Yo, the
Pookie,
scenes when he was
that
smoking
looks-
this shit,
that
though,
looks crazy on
That
the
motherfucker
screen
looks
right
so serious, and he was definitely at war with himself. Yo, look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Pooks.
He's like, no, he was at war with himself. Yo, crack was powerful back
Yo.
then. God damn.
Yo,
Poop is a
Ian,
wild
yo,
boy.
it was ill, right? Because, like, yo, he still had some hustle with him, right?
Yeah.
Because the
for
nigga
sure.
got a free turkey and
Yeah,
asked
free
if
turkey.
anybody want to buy the
Fuck that.
motherfucker.
He got cleaned up and started working in the car.
That's
remember?
what I'm saying.
He
You
started
know?
working in the
Sure.
car after a while.
So, you know, like, yo, like that nigga made me motherfucking never, ever want to do hard drugs in my motherfucking
Word.
life.
Scared the
Yeah,
shit
nah,
out
I
of us.
You know what I'm
respect that.
saying?
Scared the shit out of us, man. Word shit, real
Straight
shit.
up, man.
Real shit, that's real.
Who?
You.
Me?
On you.
Let's go.
Well, it's
You know,
crazy.
Peasy gotta
'cause
end it.
Well, because you picked 50, but I picked Jay. I picked
Okay,
Hov.
that's fire.
And the reason why I picked Hov was kind of similar to why you picked Jay, but I picked Hov because, you know, he got it out the mud, bro. Like, he came from nothing, single mother, single parent home, no drug dealer, and he evolved into somebody that, you know, kind of what 50 said in his book, bro. Jay-Z got him to
Chops
where
wanna
he's
rap
at.
some shit right now.
Sean Carter keeps him where he's at. You understand?
Yeah, fact.
Chops with the
And,
paper plane suit on right now.
Yeah,
Very
Chops got the
Hov-esque.
paper plane suit. But for real,
Hovio-esque.
Jay is just inspirational,
Emery.
bro. Everything he does, this man, almost everything this man touches is gold, bro. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So he's just a genius. He's a genius. Same way we look at 50 is we can look at Jay the same exact way, if not more, honestly. If not more. But I'll be real and say that 50 is more of somebody that I like 50 a little bit more. But Jay is definitely
50's a little bit more entertaining because Jay keeps it real.
Jay
humble.
keeps it real.
Jay keeps
close
it
to the
as
rest.
Jay got older. He kept it more classy.
Classy,
50 you go low. You go low, 50 goes lower.
Lower.
He's
Yeah.
the
You know what I
pettiest
mean? But
person.
That's
of all
what I
time.
yeah.
King Petty.
He's
Ain't nobody
definitely
beating him in the petty
50's
game. It's
definitely petty
impossible.
white. But
And he get no backlash for the shit.
for
he do.
Hov though, like I said, man, billionaire. He came from where we came. People that came up the way that we came up. I think it's important to mention Hov because he sits at the table with people that didn't really want him there, and at tables where people would have never thought somebody like him could be at, especially somebody like him. So he's definitely somebody that we should give a lot more credit to than what we do. Not just like the hip hop, the GOAT or whatever. I mean, he's
Just the
more
culture- the culture
He
in general.
should be more inspirational to people of all backgrounds and colors because
He's
he's
an
somebody that
American
really
success
came
story.
from the bottom and really, truly got it out the mud, bro. Like this man became
He brought a
billionaire.
basketball team to his
Because he's a
hometown.
genius.
Like when
dog.
people say pull yourself up
He
by
about to
your,
own an NFL team real soon. The way it's looking.
like when people say pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Jay-Z and 50 Cent is the examples of niggas that
I
pull
just, I just don't understand the Basquiat, Jeds. Jay, what are you doing?
'Cause he loves Basquiat.
Is that some shit you do when you get money?
Listen,
What he said, there's
Yeah,
no such
bro.
thing as an ugly billionaire, bro.
Yeah,
It's
dog.
different when you reach that
He
level.
said them Basquiat paintings he bought for $1 million. They're gonna be worth $100. But like
it's a fact.
he's an artist, dog.
It's a
Did you
fact.
see the picture of him with the Bart Simpson Basquiat on, and then he's sitting exactly like the Bart Simpson Basquiat?
Nah, I didn't see that. That's fire.
Yeah,
though.
bro. He
Fire,
loves
yeah.
Basquiat. That's his thing.
I'm just gonna say, like, no bullshit. Jay is probably like my idol.
Yeah.
I think he's like the illest. I think he's the illest motherfucker that I can like really relate to.
Mhm.
And like I just think he's dope. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers will
Nah, he's
say,
fire.
yo, that nigga be, you know, y'all that word y'all like to use.
What, Illuminati?
No, like you see him be riding and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like
He
this,
be what?
right? Real
D
shit.
riding? Dick riding?
Not Hov.
Yeah,
He's saying.
you know
Dick
what I'm saying?
riding
'Cause
is
you know,
not a
I always
form of
talk about
transportation.
Hov. You know, I always
Nah,
talk
but
about
Hov
Hov.
is
like,
that
but
nigga,
like
man.
honestly,
That's
like
not dick riding though, Chops.
yo, but like I respect that man's hustle. I respect his business mind. I respect
Oh.
his privacy. I respect the fact that he got the baddest chick in the game. Like maybe not. You know
Yeah,
what? He
but
got
yeah.
like no bullshit, bro.
That's
like,
inspiration, bro. That's
he's-
not dick riding, man.
Exactly. That's
Not
what I'm
dick
saying.
That's a
like,
man who inspires you. There's
Hov-
nothing wrong with that. You
Yeah.
actually should have that if you're a man who
Hov-
wants to win.
Nah,
Hov
You
is
should
my
have
idol
somebody to
too.
look up to. No
exactly.
bullshit.
And I like no bullshit. Like he's like for me, he's that guy, bro. Like he's barring.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that because
Nah, Hov is my idol too. Hov and for me it's Hov and Malcolm X because Malcolm X they idolize him for the Muslim activity and everything he did as a Muslim, but he also was a guy who came from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
He was if you read his book, he'd admit it. He walked around with 2 guns, smoked weed every day, was in the hood pimping, doing whatever he had to do. And he turned himself around and turned into the Malcolm X. We all
You know that
about.
shit in Boston. He was known as Detroit
Yeah,
Red in Boston.
facts.
I just want to say this. Y'all got to learn to not y'all, people. Y'all got to learn to differentiate between dick riding and being humble enough and confident enough with yourself to allow another man's greatness
To
to
inspire
be
you.
the cause for your
Yeah.
inspiration.
Word.
Bro. You understand what I'm
Word.
saying,
That's
bro?
how you get
Real
better.
shit.
It's
Think pop that,
okay
Los.
to look at another man and say, yo, your greatness is literally the cause for my inspiration, bro. You are so great. You inspire me, bro. There's nothing wrong with saying that shit. I mean, and a lot of dudes are too, insecure to admit that. So what you
Facts.
do is you go, I'm not going to big up him. And, because you're insecure, you try to find a way to take away from his greatness as if he doesn't deserve it. Or you try to make the next man feel some type of way who's humble enough and secure enough with himself to say, yo, like Hot Chop said, I fucks with Jay, or Jay's like my idol, or I respect him, or he's inspirational to me. A insecure man is gonna try to clown you or make you feel some type of way. And that shit is just corny, bro, because you don't know how to differentiate between dick riding and somebody being humble and confident with themselves to say, yo, his greatness has inspired me.
Fact. Go ahead, P. What you got, P?
On a serious note, though, my Black Lives Matters is
Now, for real, though, because dude, you
I didn't know his name was that long.
Richard Franklin Lennox Thomas Pryor,
Senior.
Senior, also known as Richard Pryor, man.
he
I'm
got
a
a
big
long-ass name. I thought he was
I didn't
Puerto
know his
Rican.
name. was that long. I
I
never knew
did.
that.
Born December 4th. Born December 1st, 1940, and died December 10th of 2005. The great
Decided to die.
No, died.
I thought you said decided to die.
No,
I thought
my
you
fault.
said
He decided to
died.
die.
They
December
didn't
10th.
decide,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I'm like-
He had MS and all that shit on his way out. He was doing
shout
bad, man, on his way out. Because I remember that he did like a stand-up in that wheelchair, and it wasn't that good. I remember
Shout
that.
out to Richard Pryor.
But shout out to Richard Pryor, man. Very funny dude, man. Comes from a background that was crazy. I don't know if you ever seen the movie JoJo Dancer, but that was depicted on his life, man. He grew up in Peoria, Illinois. It's a little suburb right out of Chicago, and it's a grimy suburb. And he grew up in a hoe house. His grandmother was a madam. and his mother's aunties was hoes and shit. So like a lot, because I'm a big fan of dudes. So like a lot of his first comedy, he talked about that in his jokes. He had like a wild joke that was like a John came to the crib and he was like, I just want one of the girls to put ice cream all over me. And then he said the dude would look at him and he'd be like, then I want a little boy to lick it off. And then Richard Pryor said, yeah, but that was the town mayor. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that was his background. So comedy was a form of expression for him. That's how he dealt with his trauma, and he transitioned that into the talent that he became in life, in the cultural icon that he became. Because he also paved ways for so many other comics like Eddie and Red Fox and whoever else, man. Gene Wilder. He did a lot of movies with Gene Wilder. That was
Gene
big.
Wilder, those movies were fire.
Funny as fuck. Funny as fuck.
Oh, Hear No Evil.
Hear No Evil,
yeah.
Fire.
Richard
Pryor.
Toy.
He was
Toy
always
was a big
fire.
movie. Brewster's Millions was a big movie.
Brewster's Millions.
You know what I'm saying?
The
So-
shit that I liked about one of his stand-ups, he said, it was two different ones. He said, I remember when I went to he got locked up down south, right? He said, and that's when I realized it was the justice system.
Right.
He said, because the only motherfuckers I saw in there was people that looked like me. It was just us in that
This
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Yeah, Richard Pryor was like the first person I would like be vulnerable on stage.
Very
like, when
vulnerable
he
on
talking
stage.
about when
Yeah.
he did the match joke.
The
he was
match
like,
joke. That
What's
was
this?
was
Richard
this,
Pryor running down the street
Yeah,
after he set
yeah.
himself
When he
on
blew
fire.
himself up after smoking all that crack and shit, he
Yeah.
made
And he
crazy
said none
jokes
of,
up there.
none of the drug dealers wanted to fuck
Fuck
with him
with him.
after that, so he had to get as much as he could. He's like, hey, yo, Rich, man, I ain't fucking with you, man. Nah, man, I only need enough for a weekend. How much you need? A kilo.
Nah, Rich, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, a lot
Nobody wanted
of
to fuck with
comedians,
me.
a bit, you know what I'm saying? They took their routines from him.
Oh,
So,
he said, you ever
shout
mess
out
with
to
her?
Rich.
He said, I was messing with this rich broad one day. He said, I told her, say, oh, she don't let me fuck. He said, I sat on the couch. I said, it's a nice ass couch. I fucked the shit out this couch, though.
Man, Rich is a wild boy.
Rich is a
man. Shout
wild
out to
boy.
Rich.
Yo, he's just raw.
He's
yo.
raw, but his life experiences made him that raw, man. That's what made comedy so
That nigga
pure,
told
man.
Bill Cosby have a coke in his mouth.
And I really
Shut
feel
the fuck
comedy is
up.
the last pure genre of entertainment that we have left because they really trying to water down television and music right now, man. Everybody's so culturally appropriate, but comedy, we need to keep that shit raw, man. We can't be.
You gotta appreciate
You gotta
people
appreciate
like him,
people
bro.
like him,
They
man.
just kept it a
All
bean
these
kept
at
it a
all
bean,
time.
man.
comedians that's going up there now, like Dave Chappelle, bro. Comedians like Angel Schultz, people that are teeter to the line of, you know what I'm saying?
Corey Holcomb, man.
controversy.
I love Corey Holcomb, man.
Yo,
I love Corey Holcomb,
Holcomb,
man.
man.
Yo,
Corey Holcomb's my guy.
Corey
yo.
keeps it being
He keeps
5150.
so much
Bro,
of being that
fire
they
show.
don't even
Fire
let him on
show.
stage.
They won't even, but they can't cancel him.
You can't
bro.
cancel
Tell him
him.
you can't
You can't
cancel me. My
cancel him.
fans
Facts.
love me.
Can't cancel him.
He said that shit about the abortion
Bullshit.
shit. We was talking about that. He said, Shorty came out the abortion. He said, I was putting 50 cent shit on. My gun go off. She turned it down. Said, I really don't want to hear no killer shit in this car. He said, I looked at the bitch and said, there's only one killer in this car, bitch.
Yeah, nah. Corey's different, man.
Corey's different.
Yo.
I fuck with him. He got
Corey
his
Holcomb
podcast
my
is fire.
guy, bro.
His podcast is fire. So
Shout out Richard Pryor, man. You
Definitely
open the
shout out
doors for
Richard
people
Pryor,
like
man.
Corey Holcomb and the Chappelles and the Murphys
for
and
sure.
everybody who keeps it raw out here and still keeps it a buck on their stage when they doing their comedy, man. Patrice O'Neal's rest in peace as well, because that motherfucker was raw as fuck too. So you know.
Richard
Yeah.
Pryor,
That was
aka Super Nigga.
Yep.
That's what he called himself,
what he
Super
called
Nigga. Yeah, Super Nigga. That's Richard Pryor, my nigga. You gotta love him.
And if you ever want to watch a good movie with him in it, go watch The Mac, man. He has some funny scenes in that
Facts he
shit.
did.
I like, almost
so
every movie he was in, I kind of enjoyed, though. Like, because he's just mad funny every movie. Yeah, he's just funny as shit, man.
Get into the segments now. Who want to go first?
I gotta be so.
I can go first. I
gotta be
chop
so.
it off.
I
I can hit him with the math now.
It's a
Fuck, you know what I'm
segue.
saying?
We had some fire segues
Yeah,
at the
but nah, we
beginning.
was-
We allowed to have one
we
little
kicking ass?
dud.
Alright, so
you know what I'm
the
saying?
Nah, when
Alright,
that-
so look.
That was a dud segue. My bad.
I like when Chops goes, hey, yo, knowledge porn. What's the sign?
What's the signs?
That's supposed to be Chops' segue.
Chops
so-
hit it, man.
You know what I mean?
Yo, it's too late, man.
It's too late. It's done. I'm going now. I'm telling you.
Chops don't like being on the spot.
Hey,
yo.
yo,
He
man,
already, he already said, yo, I go, so fuck it, go, nigga, let's go.
I'm going. Today's math is the 28th, so today's math is wisdom, build, or destroy. All being born to knowledge, cipher. All being born to knowledge, right? So wisdom is the way, like I said, wisdom again is the way you walk, talk, how you act. Build or destroy is either you're gonna add positive things to your life or you're gonna add negative things to your life. Knowledge, cipher. That means you put knowledge in. You are the one that adds these things. So that means basically your actions And what you do in life is either going to add to your life. You can either do things that add positivity to your life or destroy, because you can't do both. Everything you do in life, you're either building or destroying. You can't do both. And once you do the things that either build or destroy, your cipher is going to show you what you are. Your cipher is going to show you, well, damn, I'm a builder, or damn, I done fucked some shit up, based on the actions that you do in your life every day. So you got to make sure you're adding things to your life. You got to make sure you're building and you're not destroying. Now, don't get it fucked up. Some things need to be destroyed in order for you to build, as far as negative habits and things of that nature. Now, so make sure you are always adding, building. You are never destroying unless it's necessary for you to do those things, right? So my topic today it's a funny topic, but I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys, and we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, shrooms. And he was like, yo, you do shrooms? You're bugging. But this nigga drank, hold on.
Shrooms are fire.
He drank, but he drank lean and do pop pills and all that.
Yeah, they bugging.
My thing is this,
That's
yo.
natural. Shrooms are from the earth, man.
All you guys that be on the lean and the pills and all that, I just want y'all to know, y'all doing, that's heroin, man.
That's basically what it is.
Opiates, synthetic forms of that shit.
Codeine.
Know what you're doing before you do it. Stop listening to these rap songs and listening to Future and listening to these niggas. We linked up. Because Future don't really even do that shit. He just sing about it.
And then they telling you to do more. They telling you
They
to
tell
mix
you
drugs
to
with other drugs. Take
Mix
lean
drugs
with
other
Molly.
drugs,
Like,
then you all,
that's
then
a
you
death
all
sentence,
out your
man.
zone.
Yeah.
And then you clown people that do natural remedies and natural things that might be able to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said, them joints is fire. Them joints saved me from depression.
The
Real
basic,
rap.
That's what they do, bro.
Real rap. Like, I was feeling some type of way about myself.
Now,
and
one day I ain't had a good time on shrooms, bro.
Yeah, so my thing is this. For everybody, don't knock anybody for what they do, but y'all guys out there that's knocking people, that's be on them lean and all, know what you're doing, because you're really just doing heroin without the needles, man. And for you to clown somebody for grooving they groove, it's like my nigga Schoolboy Q said, groove your groove. Groove how you just don't hurt nobody while you do it.
I don't think motherfuckers be paying attention to. I don't think they be paying attention to these fentanyl and these heroin addicts.
Nah, they don't pay attention.
These dudes do the illest lean in the world. They be straight leaning and don't fall.
Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down.
They'll be stuck in like a certain position for like 5 seconds, and all of a sudden just snap out of it and start walking. How do you enjoy that? That's not even don't even seem like a good time to me, man. Like,
That's not a good time to me.
I don't understand it at all, man. But you know, I understand if you might be dealing with something because you're trying to fight it, but
Yeah.
seeing that shit
Don't
doesn't-
clown niggas,
Yeah,
man. Let
yeah.
everybody do what they do.
do right.
All right.
All right, well, shit. I'm gonna get to it.
Get to it.
For Chop It Up, I just want y'all to know that to y'all women out there, your pussy ain't a present.
Finger pop.
Pop that low. Yeah, low.
No, so you fall asleep, bro. Oh, okay. All right.
And what I mean by that is, for some reason, a lot of women think that their pussy is like the ultimate gift. Y'all think that it's gold. Y'all think that it's the ultimate prize at the end of the rainbow. That a motherfucker's supposed to jump through hoops, pay bills, pay to get your nails done, your hair done, buy purses, take you out, all this extra shit in order to get some pussy, right? Nigga like me, pussy don't impress me. It never has.
It's just pussy.
If you ain't got nothing going on up here, I'm all set. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring something else to the table. You know what I'm saying? You gotta elevate me. You gotta have some goals, some drive, something. And I think that it's crazy that, like, in this day and age, that women still think that their pussy is like something special.
The wrong men gassing them probably. Got their head
I was
swelled
gonna
up.
say, I think men gotta take responsibility
Yeah,
for that,
the
because it be
wrong men be
dudes that be
gassing them,
allowing
swelling
these
their head
women
up.
to behave like this, and when women
It's a
see
fact.
that, they think all men are the same.
Facts, fact.
They're like, you know, because usually them type of women, they deal with a man, and then you ever met them when they're real bold about how they trying to get you to do certain things, and they're kind of using they pussy as like a carrot in front of you or whatever, like, you know, and you just I mean, but the problem
It
is
should be comical.
a lot of these dudes out here, they get them with that because they get so many of them with that. They think when they come across the next man, you ain't no different. So when they first meet you, they looking at you like you a sucker too, and they're gonna try. They're gonna play their hand. They're gonna try it with you. They're gonna try it with you.
They be out here going fishing with their pussy lips as bait.
And the thing is, it's yo, for real,
That's crazy.
Got him.
Yo.
and it really be men though. It's men. Men created these monsters, bro. Men
Yeah,
created these
facts.
monsters because men be so driven by what's in between their own legs. They driven by trying to gratify that right there. That they don't care what it is. Oh, you need $500 right now?
Yeah, word,
Yeah, here, because
word,
all he's
word.
thinking about is I'm trying to get there. And
gotta
it's
get
like,
banned for
I
you.
need
Yeah,
$500.
If I can make
for
her
this,
happy,
you know
give her
what I
that
mean?
instant gratification, she go give me something. Like,
Right. So
Relax,
men
baby.
Now I know, and
created
after
these
you get
monsters.
that nut, you gonna be disappointed and be like, I did
Mad
what
at
for
yourself,
what?
nigga. Why'd I do that?
Man.
Yeah, but men created that monster, bro. You know what I'm saying men definitely created that monster,
Sad,
bro.
man.
So
That's a
as
good
much
one,
as
Chops.
Chops is telling you females, which is real message, they shouldn't be because it's really not. You're not bringing nothing to the table.
table.
You're not bringing anything to the table that another woman can't bring to the table. That's how
Exactly.
invaluable it really is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every woman has that.
Oh, you got good head? Yeah, so does her.
So is she.
Don't bring nothing to the table.
Your box is super tight? Yeah, so is hers.
Yeah.
Like,
Or you have that between your legs.
So does she.
So does she.
oh, you shave yours though.
And
Right.
women
Yeah,
out.
so
does
I
she.
think the number of women women outnumber men like 8-1. So it's like, yeah, okay.
Nah,
It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's just not like it's just not something special. But men need to relax with that shit. Y'all creating these monsters, bro. Relax.
That's how you know.
And to get into what I was gonna say, it's funny because I think the situation I'm gonna explain right now is probably one of those women. I mean, I was out to dinner and I had the fams out, and I don't try to be nosy, but I people watch when I'm out.
You nosy as shit.
Right.
You nosy motherfucker nice. It's okay to admit it.
Nosy motherfucker.
I'm white, so I try not to be nosy. Kind of in my DNA though. Shit be kind of in my DNA though. You know what I mean? But I'm white from the hood, so I run, but I look back at the same time.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I run
neighborhood
and look
watch
back. I
ass.
see my mans.
what
All
are
my
we
men.
waiting for?
Yeah, no. All my mans are running, but because the white part of me got to look back to see what we run.
Yeah.
We going I
That's
do
the black
that.
part. We
I run,
just
but I
dip.
look back. I run. All right, but for real. So I was out and I noticed there was a couple or whatever, and the woman was on her phone the whole entire time, basically that. And you could tell that the vibe between the two people was a date. Like they were getting to know each other. And I say that because I could see the body language of the dude that was with her. He was mad uncomfortable. She was on her phone the whole time. Like, now don't get me wrong, we all can play with our phones a little bit too much. I've been guilty of that too, right? And there's been times I've been guilty of it when I've been out with my girl, where my shorty had to say, babe, put your phone away. Like, we're out. And I'd be like, shit, you're right. Because you can become addicted to that phone, bro. Don't think you can't.
Absolutely.
You can.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely can get caught up in it.
Yeah,
without you even
yeah.
knowing.
But what I'm saying is this, is I don't think that it was so much that this girl was addicted to her phone. If I was judging the situation correctly, she seemed to be more disinterested in this dude. And what I'm saying is this, is you can be disinterested in somebody, but there's an appropriate way, once again, I'm gonna use the word appropriate. There's an appropriate way and a respectful way to be disinterested in somebody. When you're on a date with a man, usually he's probably gonna foot the bill, right? So at least you can be fucking respectful, okay? Well, this girl just had her phone out, and I promise you, she was sitting in the chair like I'm sitting in the chair, maybe slumped a little bit more.
She got a pussy nice. She
Okay.
knows that meal's gonna
All right,
get
but
paid
what I'm
for.
saying is, listen, bro, she was slumped in the chair, and she was on her phone the whole time like this, legit, and dude's talking to her, and she's just kind of looking over real quick and looking back real quick, whatever. And long story short, right, like Cliff would say, long story midget. You know what he did?
Shout out to the midgets.
You know what he did?
Close
Dog
up on
got
the
up
face, low. Shout out to the midgets.
and he left. He put his jacket on and he left. You know what I'm saying? And she was so much in her phone that she didn't even realize that he left her there immediately. She didn't even realize it.
wicked
Like,
work.
she must have sat there for realistically probably, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes, right? It wasn't like, she must have she was in her phone for at least a good 5-7 minutes. After the fact, dog had been left. Didn't come back.
What she do?
Okay.
Though? I just want to know her reaction when she figured it out.
No, you could tell she was upset because she was so upset that she was on her phone and she was talking to whoever, but I caught the, he just left. He's gone. He left. I don't know. I'm about to just go sit at the bar. I don't know. He's gone. And I really wanted to turn to her and be like, bitch, you are rude as fuck. Like, of course he's gonna leave you. If you're not interested, the least you could have
That
did
is
was play
hilarious.
along, be respectful, have him drop you off, and never talk
then
to
never
him
hit
again.
him, yeah.
To be blatantly
Let him down kindly.
like disinterested the way you were was just rude as fuck. Like, you don't do that to somebody, especially when it's a man and he's probably footing the bill. You could have had a little bit more respect for him than that.
She was probably texting the dude that she was planning on getting up with
Yeah,
after
really.
she left
yeah,
that
the
nigga.
sneaky
Or
move.
her girl telling the girls in the group chat, yo, this dude's whack. I'm just gonna get this meal and let him drop me off and call my other nigga later. You know what I mean?
Or
Bitches be
maybe
on
she
that
was
type
one of the
timing.
females you were talking about that thought that thing between her legs held some type of value.
Value,
And
that
maybe
part.
dude was like, yo, nah, that ain't really no value to me. And she was like, okay, well, this date's over, and just whipped out the phone. Boo, 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 doo, doo, doo.
Yo,
You
y'all
know
was
what I
at,
mean?
y'all was at
Like,
a
could've
high-end
been that
restaurant.
too.
Y'all was like
Oh yeah, it was a high end restaurant
so,
that we
you
was
know,
at too.
Yeah, she definitely thought her pussy was privileged.
Yeah. So what I mean is, I'm just saying that to say, look, man, if you ain't interested in somebody, at least be respectful about this shit. Don't be disrespectful because you find your ass sitting back looking stupid. And I actually was happy for dude. I was like, yo, way to go, champ. Leave her ass. Damn right. And it was cold as hell outside too.
Right.
It was Saturday, and Saturday was brick out.
Yeah, it was cold.
And I was like, good for you, bro.
Supposed to the
Leave
tees
her
and shit.
ass right there. She found herself by herself.
Catch that Uber, that Lyft.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She because like I said, bro, I didn't feel bad for her. I didn't think what he did was inappropriate. I felt like what she was doing was
Not at all.
inappropriate.
Not at
You
all.
know what I'm saying? And he was like I said, long story midget, he tried to be patient with her. He tried to be respectful, and at some point he was like, "Fuck it, bitch, you want to be disrespectful? Fuck it, I'm gonna show you. All right, fuck it. It's fuck me. All right, fuck it. You find your own way home. You know."
Fucking triggering, man.
He triggered this thing.
Keep saying midgets, but you said midgets twice.
Little
man.
person.
Oh,
Keep triggering.
I thought you were talking about triggering like
It's
you
your
went through
turn.
the same thing
I
before.
said,
Word of PG's word of the day.
what the fuck
day,
we doing?
day.
Control your bladder, man, during the
The
show.
word of the
You
day.
gotta go to the bathroom.
Fucking old motherfucker. All right.
Get to the word of the day, P man.
Word of the day is flummox.
I was wondering what the fuck that was up there for.
Flummox.
I was pronouncing it flumox.
No, it's flummox. The definition of the word is perplex, someone greatly bewildered. He, put into the sentence, he was completely flummoxed by the question. Just like when Nyce brought up midgets twice in his segment, I was extremely flummoxed.
You was bewildered.
I was bewildered. Partially excited, baffled, mystified, bemused, perplexed, puzzled, confused.
It's like homie was flummoxed by shorty on her phone.
The origin, English, mid-19th century. Probably the dialect origin flummox to make unitide confuses is recorded in Western countries and then the North Midlands. You know what I'm saying? So the word of the day is flummox.
Spell that for him.
Flummox.
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 Don't let them flummox you.
Don't let them flummox you
With
out
they
your
blatherskite.
with their blatherskite.
You know what I mean?
The
That's it.
ultra-crepidarians.
Don't let the Crepidarians
Flummox you with the blatherskite.
That's it.
That's a fire
That's
sentence.
a fire sentence. That's
I'm about to put, them big ass words make you sound mad smart.
Mad
You
smart.
start talking
Crazy,
to somebody,
yo.
say a shorty gonna do some shit. Shorty, don't let them out your
Ultra-crepidarians
crepidarians flummox you with
out
their
your
blather
blatherskite.
sky.
She'd be like, oh my God.
That shit sounds fire.
Oh my
I just want to throw listeners and
fire.
watchers to understand. Look at the vocab we
the
giving.
vernacular,
Look
how
at the
we hit.
vernacular we giving you out
definitely
here.
Spectacular
expanding your
vernacular.
vernacular right now.
The spectacular vernacular. Do not let the ultra crepidarians flummox you with their bladder sky. Word.
Just like Chops' bladder was flummoxed and he had to run to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
he got flummoxed by that. So it's now it's time for the top five.
Top five. I'm back, baby.
Top 5 hood movies. And this is, well, you don't got to be from the hood, but it's more, I would say it's you feel it more if you really from the hood, though. You know what I mean? So who's going first? Who's going first?
matter.
Somebody going first.
Man,
I
I
can't
get
go
this
first.
shit shaking like Jamaicans, nigga.
Hey.
Fuck you talking about, man? All right, number one, juice.
Irie.
You know what I'm saying? Juice.
Okay, still.
Yeah, exactly. Nigga, if y'all ain't know, that's where I got my name from, nigga. Big Chops, nigga. That's stale, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had my man, he was motherfucking Raheem and Q and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, juice, number one. Number two, paid him for probably my most watched hood movie out of my list. It's I love that movie. Like that nigga Mitch, like that shit. Like the way he loved the game. That's how I feel.
It's like they love me,
He
man.
was like, yo,
But the fans still love me.
They still love me.
no bullshit, bro. Like, yo, that moment, like, yo, I felt him. Like, yo,
fans still love
Makai
him.
Pfeiffer played the shit out
Everybody
that role,
dying,
bro.
B.
Yeah.
No bullshit. He played the
They
shit out
killed it,
that
they
role.
killed it.
I ain't
You know what I'm
smoked
saying? He
that.
said, y'all be feeling like one of them ball players or something, man.
Y'all,
He said,
y'all
yo,
remember Makai from Harlem too, so you know he was around that
yeah,
era.
like, yo,
Yeah.
he killed that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They can't see me, Peasy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like it though.
You have to raise that up or something. My bad.
My third is Friday.
Yeah, classic.
Super duper classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, not to get off subject, I just seen an alternative ending for the what was the one? The second one, the third one, the Friday Christmas.
Yeah.
There's an alternative ending for it. You ever peeped that shit?
Nah.
They posted that shit online. So there's an alternative ending. They catch Ricky Smiley in the crib, and he has mad kids in the crib, and that's why he was stealing all the gifts for his kids to provide for his family and
Oh, I
shit.
never seen that.
Shit was kind of fire, bro. I'm like, damn, why didn't they use that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just peeped that shit the other day. Not
Nah,
to
they
get off
rather
subject.
they rather have ran that nigga over.
Ran that nigga over. Yeah,
Fucked
word,
him up.
word.
Yeah, so Friday, the original Friday, listen, I remember sneaking in the Lowe's movie theater on the west side. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never paid for the movies over there. We popped the back
Right
door.
through the side door.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We in there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how many times I went to go see that. It was also around the time I first started smoking weed. So I used to just be in there rolling.
I was an usher there, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, shit.
Yo, that was a wild random fact.
I was though.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yo,
Shout out to the Haney family. They own them shits. They love me.
yo, no bullshit.
Yeah.
Nigga, we done pop the arcade, nigga, we lift the shit up, steal all the quarters out, all that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all was probably them little badass motherfuckers that had to chase up out of there.
Might have been. No
Yeah,
bullshit.
fact.
We was in there every day.
Yeah,
We was
fact.
in there every day.
Fact.
Go to movies for free. What the fuck? New Jack City, you know what I'm saying? Nino Brown, you know what I'm saying? Even though he fucked up and ended up being a rat at the end, but that shit was fire. You know, shout out to Pookie. Black History Month.
Pookie. The crackhead that changed Chops' life and many others.
Yeah. And so I got my last one, I got an honorable mention. So Above the Rim is gonna be another one.
was fire.
I was
That's a
raised on Above the
fire
Rim. You know what I mean? I had aspirations.
Birdie.
I used to play basketball every motherfucking day, and I could literally go through the movie and recite every damn line in that movie. So Above the Rim was my shit. And Blue Hill Avenue, shout out to my cousin who produced that. I definitely that's I thought that was a dope hood movie, and the fact that he's family to produce that shit.
I was just talking to my man who's locked up about that Blue Hell the other day, man. Like, everybody loves that movie across the nation except motherfuckers from out here. They think that shit's whack.
Yeah.
Because it's not a real depiction of Blue Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. People who live out here don't look at it like that. But if you go like to the Midwest down south, they love that fucking movie.
Yeah, nah, it was a dope movie.
It's a
bro.
dope
It
movie.
really
it
was.
just
really
didn't
was.
capture the city from how we know it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So that's mine.
All right, I'll go with mine. My first one is Fresh.
Oh damn.
Yeah, we bring it back with
Pitbull.
Fresh.
What's the little Spanish
little
homie's
Pitbull.
name?
Yo, my shit
I be
stupid.
busting
fly.
my
stupid fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my shit. Fresh was definitely my shit. Second one is Shotters. Shotters is definitely my shit too. It's definitely a hood classic.
Me no informer.
Yeah, Shotters is my
Beats.
shit. Yo,
Ever
tell 'em
since
that-
you
tell
come
'em
into
that
my
Shotters
life,
ain't
you've
pop.
been a pest.
Yeah. It's my shit.
You're killing
I like
me,
when
wife,
I like when he got
Beats.
when he was getting interviewed by Customs and he barked at dude. He's like, oh yeah. I say, yo, fuck this shit. That was my shit, man. 3 would be Kings of New York, Frank White.
Damn,
That's
that
my
was gonna be
shit.
one of mine. So I didn't
Yeah.
write it down. I'm glad I
You
did.
didn't
Because I
write
knew
it
one of y'all
down?
was gonna pick it.
Oh yeah, all right.
Lawrence Fishburne killed that shit.
Oh yeah, that was my shit, bro. When he was in the thing with when he was buying all the kids
Kills
the chicken,
food
and
in the
kills
chicken
food,
spot,
that was
yeah.
my shit. That was definitely my shit. 4, I'm probably gonna go with Set It Off. Set It Off is my shit too.
Set
man.
Off is fire.
Shout out to Queen Latifah. I know we all watched the movie, and every time she dies, I be wishing it unfolded a different way.
Yeah, she got the
You
illest
know what I'm
death.
saying?
That's when I realized Queen Latifah got a big ass back.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like,
Big
is
dog.
huge as hell.
she gonna snuff you if she see you. Like,
Saying,
That back was big,
and-
right? Rue? She had a big ass back.
some dead in
That
his
bitch
eyes,
need the bodybuilder.
yeah, right.
Now I was conflicted
That
about
was
number
peasy.
1. There was a
Peasy.
lot of number 1s that I could have picked, but I'm just gonna stick with my all-time favorite because this is probably the most relatable hood movie for me growing up on the East Coast. I think that it was honestly the most relatable. I know dudes like, Boys in the Hood, and we all like Menace to Society. My shit was New Jersey Drive.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget New Jersey.
Drive was my
forget
favorite
New
and
Jersey.
is my favorite hood movie.
Nah, that shit was
of
tough.
All
That was definitely good
times,
movies, man.
bro.
Hey yo, you worried about Roscoe? You
Need to be worried about your moms, yo. Holla at you, kid. Smack the shit out of him.
Smack the shit out
Remember
of that
Roscoe
nigga.
pulled up on him. He said, "Yo, what's up?" He said, "Yo, what's up? You want some of this? Some of what?" Say, "Yo, you want some of this? Some of what?" Threw the 40 off the wear. Bah! I said, "Some of this." Y'all like, yeah, that was my shit because it was the closest thing that I could relate to growing up, bro. They was 16-year-olds, something they little jums, stealing cars, getting into beefing with they, it was
relatable.
mad relatable to how the East
it
Coast
resonated.
really went down.
100%.
Like Boys in the Hood, all that shit was cool and shit like that. But I'm not from the West Coast, bro.
yeah.
I wasn't getting shot at with Uzis and machine guns and super gangbang. Don't get me wrong, it was dope, fire. but
Juice and New Jersey Drive definitely
New
resonated
Jersey
with us at
Drive
that
was
time.
the most relatable, bro. Getting chased by the cops when they caught old boy, they pissed all on him and beat him up and shit like that. Like I done got beat up by cops, and so that was like the most relatable movie for me. I can watch that movie over and over and over. When I met my girl, right, ask her, she'll say, yo, she used to come home and there's 2 movies I always used to watch. It's Braveheart, right, because I love Braveheart, and New Jersey Drive. She used to say to me all the time, yo, how the fuck do you watch this movie this much? And I just be like, yo, it's just relatable, and it just brings me back to a good time in my life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
how it
I
was
just
paid
love
for.
this movie. I just love it. You know what I mean? Or the time when they stole the police car, pull it over, pull it over, not pull it over. The way they did it, bro.
yeah.
This movie is just phenomenal. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
New Jersey Drive, my number 1.
I'll go next, I guess. Number 5, New Jack City, because New Jack City, Nino Brown,
CMB.
you know what I mean?
Rockabye, baby.
Number 4 for me was Boys in the Hood because it showed me how things operated on the West Coast, and everybody took the Doughboy, but I kind of took the Furious Styles. Furious Styles, just the way he was out there. You know what I'm saying?
Another great Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. Shout out to Lawrence Fishburne. Number 3 for me is Paid in Full. You know what I'm saying? Like Mekhi Phifer bodied that. Cameron bodied his role as Alpo, and I like Nori. You be cool how you be cool.
Water.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
Pulling razor
see
blades
me,
out
I
his
see
ass
you.
and shit.
Yeah. Number 2, New Jersey Drive. And number 1 for me was Juice, because I kind of related to Q. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't super.
You local.
Yeah, he wasn't super in the streets, but
you
he
nice,
wasn't.
but you local.
He wasn't super in the streets, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. He was a man about his, and he had goals and aspirations, but he didn't let
I
nobody
ain't
play
shit,
with him.
and I ain't never go be
And
shit.
Pac body his role. You know what I'm saying? So
Body that
Juice,
shit.
number
Pac
1.
killed that shit. Pac killed that shit. All right, so we're going to me number 5, Baby Boy.
Oh yeah,
Jody.
I tried to watch
Yo,
that
you
shit
vet, get in there and make me some tacos.
yeah.
Yeah, I done watched Baby Boy to the point where I think I know that shit word for word. And it's actually based off a book by Dr. Franz Kress Welsling called The ISIS Papers. So a lot of that shit the movie was derived from that book, basically, if you was to break it down and get technical. And then number 4 is Dead Presidents.
I just watched Dead Presidents.
I love Dead Presidents, man. I love how they caught the lick. I like how they put all that shit
Forgot about
together.
that, man.
The whole story,
I just
Lorenz
watched
Tate,
that
everybody,
shit.
they killed that shit. Phenomenal fucking film. I just love their presence. The movie that
At the end of the movie, though, when he was like, after everything I
Did
did
that
for this fucking country, he threw the fucking
Fucking shit at the judge. Yeah,
He
man.
said, I fought in Vietnam, which was, World War,
No,
It was Vietnam. It was Vietnam.
he fought in Vietnam. The judge fought in World War II.
yeah.
He goes, which was a real war, mind you. I would've-
yeah. Because that's how they looked at Vietnam vets at that time,
bro.
That was a conflict, yeah.
So that
I wanted
movie
the
was
chair to
deep.
hit the judge, though.
Yeah, of course you did,
I wanted the
motherfucker.
chair to hit the judge.
And then number 3, of course, is Belly. Tommy Buns. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, DMX, man. But like, going OT, getting the money, all that shit. That was just like shit that resonated with me because I was on.
Oh,
that
nah,
type of
but wait.
time.
Dead Presidents, when, what's his name, showed up to the house, he said,
Cuddy.
Cuddy showed, he goes, what was his girl's name?
I forgot her name, but I just remember Cuddy.
He goes, what's her name? I likes her whole, he goes, I likes her a whole lot, but you back now.
You back now.
And I'm gone.
And I'm gone.
He said, yo, man, stay the fuck away from my family, motherfucker.
Fucker, yeah.
And he hit him with the blick.
Bow, fell down the stairs and shit.
Yeah. And he put the blick in his mouth. He said, suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it, motherfucker. I see you around
Andre
Santa Claus.
Andre Powell, that's who played Cuddy.
Andre Powell.
That's who played Cuddy. Killed
my
that role.
shit.
Killed that role. And then number
Juanita.
Juanita, boom.
Juanita.
Juanita.
I love
Juanita was a bad
Juanita.
little chocolate
She was
thing, too.
bad, too.
Yeah,
You
hell
fucked him? Yeah, I fucked him.
Dumb.
He said, she wasn't sucking dick like that before she met
met
you.
you.
Before
Yeah.
when she met you, huh? You getting all that good loving now. I was like, oh, Cuddy's mad. He's getting mad. I feel him.
He pulled up, gave us some money.
Bro,
You need
that
something?
scene is phenomenal.
He's like, you need something?
He's mad. He said, she wasn't sucking your dick like that before you left, huh? You getting all that good loving now. I said, oh, Cuddy's in.
Yo, Andre
See you
Powell
around
played some
Santa
real
Claus.
roles, though. He played the sucker dude in Minister Society. Remember that? Yeah, he played some good ass roles, man.
Sure
Hell yeah.
did.
And then number
Faggot
3,
ass Chauncey.
Faggot ass Chauncey. Yeah, hell yeah.
It looked like Kane when he was whooping your ass.
Hell yeah. And then number 3, Belly. Like I said, I like the whole Nas,
Belly,
Tommy Bun.
definitely.
They killed
Best
that shit.
intro to any movie
Best
ever,
intro
Belly,
film,
bro.
Yeah, are you ready?
Or X, riding, running red lights, and
Smokes
smoking weed.
weed.
Can't fuck
Fuck
with
with
him.
us. Then he was at the table with the 2 young boys and he made them dump at each other. She was just
My scene was
Tommy
a little
was
young
wild.
dude when he was sitting with Nas and little young boy was like, I had to shoot this motherfucker, man. Little young boy, he's smoking a
Yeah,
blunt.
nah, that's
Like,
from-
yeah,
My
Yeah,
scene
I
was,
like
I
your
don't know
style,
no
man.
That's
Keisha.
from One Love.
Oh, no Keisha. And then he aired out Terrell Hicks. He aired that shit out.
That's from One Love.
Remember, that was Vita that was playing.
That was Vita. That was Vita.
Little
That was Vita that was playing
yeah,
Keisha from Murder Inc. You know, Vita's also Shorty Kima from Total, the skinny one of Total.
What?
Oh no.
You know Kima from Total, the skinny one.
Yeah.
There's Pam, Keisha, and Kima.
Yeah.
Vita and Kima are sisters.
Yeah.
They
Fun
look
fact.
alike.
Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Bullshit.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Fun fact. If you just don't know if he's
Yeah,
the
and,
time frame, you remember.
You know,
If
Keisha's
bad as
a
hell,
Bronx
too.
Tale.
Bronx
She's
Tale.
from- yeah.
Bronx Tale, yeah.
Bad. Highly underrated, too.
No, Keisha was Vita in the movie.
No, it wasn't. Keisha
Yeah.
was Tommy's.
No, he's right.
Yeah,
Because he said, I
Keisha.
don't know no fucking
He's like,
Keisha.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Keanu.
you're right. You're right. Yeah,
Keanu.
you're right.
Keanu was
Yeah.
her
No,
real
Keisha
name.
was Tommy's shorty, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He said
Kiana was the one. He was like, I don't know no fucking Kiana.
Yeah.
Yes, right. I don't know Keanu. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Keisha was his
Had it mixed
shorty.
up. And then number 2 for me is it's an independent movie. It's a dude who makes a whole bunch of movies. He's out of Detroit. His name is Murder. It's called Plug Love. I just love that movie, man. I done watched that shit
I feel like I've seen that.
150
Probably seen it
times.
before.
You know what I'm saying? It's an ill story. It's based in
on
Detroit.
Tubi?
It's on Tubi. He makes a lot of movies, man. He made like a movie called McGraw Ave. It's
I seen
a whole
McGraw
bunch
Ave.
of shit. He
Yep.
made it's the same group of people.
Yeah.
He had Cash Doll in the early days in the movies and shit.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a dope movie, man. It had and then he had a one sign, and he's messing with a chick. The chick was lying to him, not telling him she was in a relationship. Come to find out, it was his plug's wifey. The shit just got crazy after a while, and then the plug found out, ended up offing him and the chick, and shit got real ugly. You know what I'm saying? The key line in that shit is when he says, "You just a funky dog bitch." You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was a good movie. And number 1, you know, it's on some stupid shit. This is a movie that when I get high, I watch it a lot. It's from an actor. Actor and wrote it. His name is Michael Jai White. He's funny as fuck, and he knows kung fu. And the movie's called Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite.
And if you ain't never seen Black Dynamite, you're missing out. Because that shit is one of the most funniest B
that's my
movies
shit, too.
in the fucking world. The motherfucker was the scenes was just epic because it made fun of like 1970 black exploitation films, and it just showed like the bad acting and the bad direction they used to have back in that day, and he brought it to life and just made that shit mad comical. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, Black Dynamite, is that you? Shut up, Chanel, before I send you back to Crenshaw P with them hot ass coat hangers.
I just sell drugs in my community.
I just sell drugs in my community. Yo, and then Chicago Win. There was just mad little characters, a lot of known actors in that movie, man, and that shit was comical, man. So if you ain't checked out Black Dynamite, written by Michael Jai White, that's who played Spawn, by the way, go check that shit out, man. It's a good movie. That's my top 5 movies.
Dope.
And shout out other movies. Yeah, that's what I said. There's plenty of movies out there.
Poetic Justice, Jason Lyric, all them shits
Love
is cliche.
Jones.
Love Jones
Yo,
is cliche shit.
The other classics
That's
like
cliche shit.
Crooklyn,
Yeah, Crooklyn,
Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, there's
I was gonna put How High in there too, man.
Yeah. There's a bunch of. There's a bunch.
yeah.
There's
There's
a
mad-
bunch,
there's
bro.
mad
There's a
joints.
bunch we
Fire.
can't- There's a bunch we can't
You know
forget.
what I mean? Yeah, we can't forget though.
Higher Learning is
I
my
just watched
shit, bro.
Higher Learning the other day.
Higher Learning is definitely up there with
Michael
I didn't see
See,
Rappaport.
there's a couple I could be interchangeable. Like Higher Learning, I definitely could have
But I
tuned
didn't
in.
think of Higher Learning as like a hood movie though. I thought of it
I
like
did.
Higher Learning is
I
a
just
hood
thought
movie.
in college, nigga.
But
Yeah,
still
but
a
it
hood
was
movie.
still a.
Stupid. It's still a hood movie though.
Nah, it's still a hood movie. It's Spike Lee
Cube was in
joint.
it?
It's definitely a hood movie.
Nah.
Comedy,
No.
but
Colors
That's
was
a
good.
good, that's a good
but
comedy though.
it's yeah.
Colors I fucked with.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Hood movies is like movies that identify with hood in that demographic.
That's what I
guess you
mean.
would
That's why I
consider
picked the ones that I
Yeah.
picked more or less. Like that's why I said you could have said Crooklyn or you
Could've
could have
said
said Do the Right Thing.
Do the right thing. Definitely.
Because those are
Definitely.
like movies based in the hood.
hood, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Spike Lee movie though. That movie's fire, by the way.
Clockers is kind of dope
Clockers,
too.
oh,
Clockers
yeah,
was
I love
dope too.
Clockers.
Clockers was fire,
Fuck
bro.
it. You drink
Yeah,
my shit, son.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies though, bro. That's why it was a dope topic because you start really thinking about a bunch of other shit. And you're like, them shits bring back memories, bro. That's why I could watch movies over and over and over because it brings me back to a time where things were for me was like there wasn't I don't know, man, it was just a happy time or stress free and shit like that. So that's how I can sit back and really zone in on a movie, bro. Even though I've seen it time and time again, I'm one of them people, bro. I can watch the same movie multiple times. Some people can't do that though.
I can't.
Some people like one and done type shit.
I can for sure.
My mama said my daddy's name is Black Dynamite. So did mine. Hush up, little girls. You know what you're talking about. Hush up, little girl.
Right.
That was my fault. I just started zoning out.
No, that's
That was a good movie, man.
All right, well, on that note, man, we up out of here. And remember, a diamond is just a piece of charcoal that handles stress well.
They ain't see us coming till we hopped up on the stage. Now the fan base jumping like we dunking NBA.
You gonna talk about the hood?
Now I got something else to say. Intellectual convo, sprinkle with some game.
This shit sounds serious.
That ain't every day. Plus Peasy got them jokes. You know that nigga always playing.
Who's the white boy?
That's Nyce, yo. Homie a G. He from the hood, plus he speak like he got a degree.
What's up with XL?
The guard, he a battling beast. Supreme knowledge and equality to round up the team. 4 dudes from the dirt with our eyes on the goal. Took coal, applied pressure, and made it a diamond throne.